Hello and welcome to Stretford Paddock. This is the WatchAlong. Crystal Palace versus Manchester United at Selhurst Park. We've got the team in a second, but before that, let's introduce the team here. Jay Motty's here. How are you?
I'm good, man.
I can hear from the sound of your voice.
Yeah.
There's an element of bung.
I'm a little bit bunged up, but I'm soldiering on. Do you know what I mean? You know me, I don't like to moan, Joe.
Yeah.
So
You're soldiering on.
Just a bit bunged up, but I'm just basking in the glory of nailing the predicted 11.
Oh yeah, we'll get into that in a minute.
And that's still right. It still makes me laugh because I don't go on Twitter as much as I used to. But I saw some people had tagged me and Ronnie in tweets because me and Ronnie had the same predicted 11. And it is the team that is starting. So we literally predicted the team that would start. And people having a go at us, saying like, you know...
Why put Xerxes in the team?
Why did you put Xerxes?
Why have you put the only striker in fit at the moment up front?
You know, this is why the club's in the mud. People like you, that kind of thing.
You've ruined.
How dare you predict the only striker left to start up front?
And I'm sorry about that, but there's not much I can do.
How are you, Ronnie?
I'm good, you know.
Yeah?
I'm really good.
Feeling excited?
Feeling caffeinated.
Feeling caffeinated, excited,
Same you don't have any often.
ready to go. Well, should we have a look at this team? Because you know what? I haven't even seen this team, and I'm not going to be able to see it because there's no televisions and screens on for me to look at the team at the moment. But let's go through it anyway, and I'll guess it. So, here's the lineup then.
Well, you could just literally ask me and Jay. We've got the.
Well, I don't need to because we've got Lomans in goal. Obviously,
right.
that bit answers itself, doesn't it? Who else we got then? In the back three, we've got Yoro, Delict and Luke Shaw. That's kind of your mainstay at the minute, isn't it? Especially with Maguire being injured. Then in the midfield, or the wing back, sorry, we've got Dallo and Ahmad. Midfield two, Bruno Casemiro again, absolute mainstays. Then we've got Mount and Mbermo with Xerxes down the middle as well. So in terms of changes from last week, unless I'm mistaken, is it just...
Mount
in
From the Everton game. Nah, Delo didn't start.
Dorgu as well.
Oh, and Dorgu and Delo. Okay, so there's two changes there then. You both predicted it. While I'm sort of absorbing that because I'm just seeing it for the first time, why do you think he's gone for this then, since you seem to know?
It feels like for the obvious one, or the one that sort of we were getting stick for, was sticking with Xerxes. I know he didn't have a great game against Everton, but there was also the argument that he hadn't started a game for 220 odd days, I think. And it takes you a while to get back up to the pace of the game and stuff like that. And maybe it's one of those games where he'll be better in his next game, or he's sort of getting used to the pace again, and maybe he can be better. Also, the obvious one is there isn't another actual striker. So yes, you could push Mbumo up there and maybe play Ahmad, in the 10, and then maybe play Dorgu at left wing back or whatever, and move Delo over there. It's a lot of messing about, in it. Yeah. Where you could say, look, we could give Xerxes another go and not do as many changes as needed. Mount, I think he's done well when he's played this season. Again, he didn't do much against Everton, but neither did anyone else. But he has had some good games for us, especially when he started. So it felt like bringing Mount in made a lot of sense. That's where I was coming from. And he's Mount somebody obviously likes. He doesn't trust Kobbie Mainoo. He doesn't see him fitting into the system. I think that's obvious. Kobbie Mainoo's not started a Premier League game all season, so I didn't expect him to be thrown in there. And yeah, the defence sort of speaks for itself.
Just on Xerxes, Ronnie, because obviously he got a lot of attention last week. First start in 225 days, I think it was then. Obviously now it's his second start in 6 days. He was poor last week, I think. Obviously I'm not going to crush him as a person or as a footballer generally, but do you agree with Jay that we should see a better version of Joshua Xerxes today because of, he's a bit more fit, he's had the game time last week?
You'd hope so, but not necessarily just because of the fact that it's Crystal Palace to have a really good back three anyway.
Yeah.
I think whenever you are a striker playing up front and you are playing against a back three with three centre halves, there is quite a heavy chance you do get isolated a little bit. And I think the issue with Xerxes is obviously he's usually quite lethargic and a bit like lumbering at the best of times. And then when you don't start for 200 plus days, you don't have any rhythm. Obviously, I think he's one of those players that has to play himself into football shape as well, physically. I remember when he first came, he looked like he was a little bit tubby, weren't he?
Yeah.
But one thing we could hang your hat on with Xerxes is his ability to kind of control the ball, link play, decent technically. Good talent in terms of his footballing ability, and then even that was off So I think when that's off, it's almost like what value does he actually provide, and that's the issue with last week. I think he was poor, and it's interesting though because if Pickford didn't pull off like a world class save, then people will be like, oh, it doesn't matter, he scored anyway.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean, for that header? So it's funny how like little fine margins can kind of change a narrative anyway. But it's definitely a concern because obviously they're a good side, Palace, and I think, as I said to you, I think this would have been a really, really tough game with United at full strength, even with Cunha and Sesko. When you haven't got them two in terms of your attacking options and the bench looks a bit light for attacking reinforcements as well, it's looking like a tough ask today. But the issue with United is United are the team that have the ability to go to Selhurst Park, get a result somehow when no one believes that they will, and then lose to West Ham and Wolves in the next two matches. You just never know what you're going to really get. But I'm just hoping that there's some sort of like remnants of a performance today. But I think Xerxes up front, he's got a lot to prove, and obviously he's got a second chance. He's got an opportunity that he wanted when he's been complaining about he wants to go on loan, etc. World Cup around the corner. No Sesko, no Cunha. As a footballer, you got to take your chance.
Couple of comments of it, with loads of comments, but a couple of comments on this. Velvet Thunder said that's Amarim's fault for not getting up to match speed by playing the same inconsistent players each week. So when subs have to come in, they're not up to scratch. On one hand, I don't disagree with that entirely, but when you look through that team, Bindir had more than enough chances and had to be dropped. Dorgu plays minutes most weeks. Heaven has been in and out for sure. Malacia, you wouldn't just give him minutes just so that he might be fit if he has to come in and play because he's so far off the pace. Martinez again has been injured all season. Mazraoui has played plenty of minutes when he's been fit. Mainu's the one where you think at some point we might have to rely on him from the start and he's not had enough minutes, so maybe getting him some more minutes would have been good. And then you've got Ugarte, who everyone hates it when he comes on anyway, and Shea Lacey, who's a kid. So yes, Xerxes is the one, isn't it? You look at him, you think he looked like he'd not played all season. But the only issue with that for me is it's not like we've been winning every game convincingly. If you're purposefully playing players that you know aren't as good as the ones on the pitch, that's a really hard balancing act to have. Realistically, what you need is players on the bench who are almost as good or as good as the ones who are starting. Like someone like Harry Maguire, probably, hasn't got the next 10 years ahead of him that Lenny Yora has, but in certain games you need him to start because he does things better than Yora does in certain areas. But when you've got players on the bench who are worse in almost every area than the one that's starting, why would you, the only reason you would give them minutes is to prepare for this eventuality when your best players are injured. But that to me is a really difficult position for the manager to be in. I don't think it's his fault that the drop-off between Sesko and Xerxes is so big. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't like...
You can't just force players on the pitch and lose games because one day we might need them to start, other than, like I said, Mainu. But I just think it's really difficult for him when the second choice is a noticeable drop-off from the first. And even with the first team, we're not crushing teams and winning every game 3-0.
This is the problem you've got with fewer games as well. Like, we all look at it, or the manager was sort of saying it was going to be an advantage for us this season. And I think it might well be towards it, sort of the back end of the season. But in a minute, I think at times it can be a detriment because you've just got players that aren't playing at all or are getting 4 minutes. And you mentioned it, I think you mentioned it on the preview, Ronnie, about players being brought on and not panicking or, sort of losing their heads, but almost sort of trying too hard at times to do things they're not probably best suited to do because it's like, this is your only 10 minutes of football this week.
You be a bit anxious, innit?
Yeah, anxious is the right word. It's like I see it with Mainu sometimes. Mainu's quite a relaxed type of player. He looks like he's just ain't got a care in the world when he's on it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? He's confident. He keeps on the ball well. He can go past players. He's not massive, dead quick, but he's got that little bit of pace over 5 yards where he can just get past someone and give it to someone else. We've seen him do that for United and for England as well, which impressed everyone when he made his England debut. But then you see him coming on, and it's like he's trying to maybe force a couple of things, or maybe not always at his best. We've seen it with other players as well. That sort of anxiousness that Ronnie's just mentioned, and it's a shame because right now it's costing us. Right now you could have done with that. I know I don't want to keep rehashing old arguments or whatever, but we could have done with staying in the Carabao even. Yeah,
well, someone mentioned about Grimsby. We've also got someone in the comments going by Ellis Mottershead. I don't know if it is that one. It says, "Hi Joe, tell my dad I said hello." So do we know whether it's legit?
It's not. Someone's done very good research there, Matt. That is my son's name, and he's being very polite. So yeah, hi Ellis.
Hello, Ellis. If it is,
Yeah.
Do you reckon that's actually his son?
Ellis.
Does he have a YouTube account? Surely.
Yeah, it probably is him. To be
Yeah.
fair, now I've got to watch my language.
Yeah, be careful, Jen.
You know what I mean? For the rest of the watch along,
Um,
because you don't hear any swearing at all.
Whippet Master says, Ronnie, name 3 Metallica songs.
Um,
Come on, you can
You
do
can do
it.
better than that. You can name 3 Metallica albums.
Yeah.
There's Metallica Greatest Hits.
Go on, what you got, Ronnie? Come on.
Metallica.
There's Metallica Live.
Metallica best songs.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
That's one of
Metallica.
the songs. No, just give us a song, one song title.
Do you know what's right? I have no idea.
Guess one.
And this is funny because I've been wearing this hoodie for about a couple of years, and I feel like
Yeah.
I've been getting this question every single time.
I've done it to you
And I still-
on an Instagram
and I
reel.
still don't know.
Guess the name of a song. You probably get one. You know what kind of music it is. You know the sorts of words that.
It's rock, no?
What?
It's rock.
yeah.
Seek and Destroy.
You could put it under the. Yeah, but you're not. You know,
I'm just guessing.
yeah, that's one.
Right, okay.
That wasn't a guess.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't. You must know that.
Well, no, I don't know any Metallica songs.
Really?
Interlude.
Yeah.
Interlude.
I just thought something like aggressive and...
Outro.
Seek and Destroy. Yeah, that is one. That's one.
Yeah.
That's one of the big boys.
Outro.
No, come on.
I don't know any songs on Metallica.
I know, but just guess some rock words. Do you know what I mean? That's what we're getting at here.
Cocaine.
No.
Um,
There's so many you could get. I mean, obviously they've got loads of songs, but you'll know a few.
no, I don't, honestly.
You've
Something
heard
like,
of Enter Sandman.
and that...
You never heard of Enter Sandman? Nothing Else Matters?
Nothing Else Matters.
For Whom the Bell Tolls? Master of Puppets?
Uh,
You've heard of Master of Puppets. I think that's the album name as well.
Alright. No, I haven't heard. Why do you keep saying you've heard of
Because-
this? I never ever listened to Metallica.
We don't need to
ever.
have- you don't need to
I have never
listen
been
to
in a
them.
scenario in my life where I've gone, yeah, turn that Metallica song up.
No, but what you have been in a scenario is where Metallica's been on an advert or part of some sort of concert or the coverage of some kind of
Right.
event or something.
Okay.
That
Metallica's on an
their
advert.
song may have happened to have been on a event you've been at a
No.
party, in a room
party?
you've been in. Yeah.
No, I've never been to a party where someone stuck Metallica on.
But one song could have never played. Whiskey in the Jar, you've heard
Right,
that.
that's not Metallica.
No, but they do a version
that's
of it.
Thin Lizzy.
Yeah, but you might have heard the Metallica version.
I was just going to name other... Let It Be, yesterday.
But they haven't done covers of those.
You know,
No,
Wonderwall.
that's cities.
That, oh yeah, there's Houston,
No,
Texas, that
but the
famous
idea
song.
that you've
No, that's
heard a
making it
Metallica
worse.
song isn't bizarre. You're a 45-year-old man who could well know a Metallica song or two.
Nah, I did know Seek and Destroy, I'm lying.
I knew you did.
That's the other one I know.
Is it?
Yeah.
You know what's crazy though?
Good song, to be fair.
I want to know. Can I ask that person why they assumed that I wouldn't know a Metallica song?
They didn't. They
No,
asked you to
you're not.
name
You're not.
No,
No,
but
you know. You need to phrase it correct. Why they assumed correctly.
Yeah, you assumed correctly.
No, yeah, that's the question.
Yeah, why did they think I wouldn't be a heavy metal fan?
Well, I don't think they said that. I think...
Well, why would they ask me to name 3 songs then? If they obviously didn't think I would get it. Which you're correct
Is
about.
this Sol Campbell?
You know, no.
See,
no.
Sol Campbell, mate. The problem with this is...
You know what's bad?
Is that where we're going there?
It's going to offend Metallica fans, yeah, but they have really cool hoodies. Like
Yeah.
people do wear it as a bit of a
be
fashion
fair-
statement. They've got like a good catalogue of hoodies and
Yeah,
t-shirts. People that don't watch them.
Ellis Motorhead's mum's the same. She wears Metallica stuff, and I don't think she knows any Metallica songs.
Yeah, no, they've got good branding, haven't they? They do well with it. Just back to the team a second. Actually, let's go through Palace's team if we can pause that there.
Or not.
We've lost it. Or if we can actively change it the
perfect
second I
coming
ask you to
timing.
pause it. There we go. So we've got Henderson in goal, Gay, LaCroix, Richards, and Mitchell, Kamada, Wharton, Munoz, Pino, Sarr, and Mateta. Obviously, a number of really good players in there. Handful of gems. Handful of players that are good, that are sort of playing to their maximum of their ability, I'd say. You're a big fan of Ismail Assar. I know
Love
you
him.
have been for a while.
Yep.
Anyone that scores against Liverpool every time
Scored
they
a
play
brace against Liverpool
it's good on
5
your
years
side.
ago, whatever it was.
He always scores against him.
He does. He's got a
really good
great record
against him.
And also, I know I'm like oversimplifying my argument for him, but whenever I watch him, I'm always impressed.
Yeah.
The only sad thing for him was it Watford?
Yeah.
We played him in the cup. It was me, you, and Macca on the watch-along. And it was a proper nothing game. It was back when we used to beat teams comfortably and just be able to relax.
Yeah.
And he didn't really do out in that game. But other than that, he's always been impressive.
I can't believe Nathaniel Klein's only 34. Feels like he's been around since I started watching football.
Yeah,
He's been around forever. He was
was
playing
at
in
Southampton,
2008
wasn't
at Palace.
Was it Southampton?
He went from Palace to Southampton.
I didn't know
and
that.
then from Southampton to Liverpool, back to Palace.
I think that's how I know I'm getting old, because I've actually gotten to the age now, I feel like, of seeing
the full career of
like
people.
full careers of like Premier League players.
Yeah.
It's like Nathaniel Klein, and we said the same about Seamus Coleman last week, didn't we?
Yeah.
You feel like you've seen his whole career.
He's been there for like 15 years, 20
and
years.
You can see how much like old he looks. You see Graves, he looked a little bit tubby and got injured again. That was quite sad. Did you feel a bit sad when he had to hobble off the 5 minutes? Because we spoke about it just before he got injured, didn't
I didn't like it when I saw Seamus Coleman walking off after 9 minutes. I thought
it's a bit sad, isn't it?
Yeah, because he was
young
when I was young.
Yeah, I've got a good team. It's just worth noting that I've seen Ducker from the Telegraph, James Ducker, who's been on the channel. He said there's 3 changes from Thursday's 2-1 defeat at Strasbourg, with Richards, Wharton and Kamada all in. So I presume they didn't play against Strasbourg, which is obviously a bad result for Palace.
What was the final score there?
2-1.
2-1.
Winning 1-0 as well. Yeah, I thought he won.
They had a couple of open nets as well, didn't they? Because Wharton hit the crossbar from sort of 15, 16 yards out.
Okay.
Apparently Valentin Barco, which was a left back signed by Brighton a couple of years ago, that flopped, and then he sold to Strasbourg, who plays midfield now, and apparently he bossed Adam Wharton in the game.
So what does Wharton, I presume, came on then?
Yeah.
Right.
Well, if he didn't start, he definitely came on. I literally saw this and opened it.
Yeah, so that's worded. And you're saying he got bossed.
Yeah.
He obviously was on the pitch, but I presume he didn't start because of the way that Ducker's framed that.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a bad result for him. Also, the fact Thursday night, Sunday early kickoff. The earliest
they'll
kickoff
have come
I've
back
ever
Thursday
seen.
night after the game, probably straight home, in bed, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, probably. Wake up Friday, probably day off Friday, maybe go in the training ground just for a bit of
Massages and that?
Massages, keep the legs ticking over.
Yes.
Bit of room,
I reckon they probably...
Chatting about United.
It's away in France, isn't it? So it's not like they had to go far.
Yeah, it's not far. But they probably would have flown back after the game, I'd have thought.
Straight after, you reckon?
That evening, yeah, I would have thought so. That's what
Just
United
because they had a game on,
They
I want to stay.
morning.
And it saves them hotel costs, innit? For a penny pinch.
Yeah,
Okay.
when you're paying for the private jet.
Yeah.
But yeah, it does. I mean, it does save hotel costs, yeah.
I reckon they probably had walkthroughs yesterday, innit?
Yeah. So Friday will have been a bit of a chill out, warm down, massages, looking at the game today.
And he would have trained
maybe
yesterday.
something a bit lighter yesterday as well. But they can't have been doing a lot. It'll have basically just been rolling through to today. So what I don't want to see today is us looking like the fucking sluggish team, like we did against Everton.
Jesus.
Like you could tell within the first 10 minutes. Amrim said it. We said it when we were here on the watch along. We don't look right today. We're not sharp. We're not quick. We haven't got that intensity to us. And the game just panned out like that. And even, with 10 men, Everton had a bit too much for us at times. And once they got the goal, it was always going to be backs to the wall, just get through this absolute armour that we've set up. It becomes a nightmare.
Joe would hate this type of like narrative and comment in it.
He does.
The one I'm about to say.
I know. I've already told him that I hate it, but say it anyway.
Say it out loud.
Say it.
The whole Everton lost 4-0 to Newcastle yesterday with 11 men.
4-1 first of all, so get it right.
He was annoyed when he mentioned it to me.
I saw that. I was like, Joe would hate like that.
He hates that. He
I hate
hates
it
so much.
when everyone watches Everton yesterday going, oh, it makes the game look even worse for us. Well, no, it doesn't, because they had 50% possession in the game yesterday and tried to go at Newcastle and were shit. That's the difference.
I'm similar to Joe. I just don't. I kind of do take some stock in it, but I think every match between different opponents is just completely different.
The matches are different. They didn't have 10 men where they sat back on the edge of their own box the whole time. I can tell you what, they might still have lost, and Newcastle probably would have got those goals. But look at the goals Newcastle scored. They were big open spaces, wide box, especially that Voltemada one. Literally he stood on the edge of the 18-yard box with no one within 3 yards.
I'm not even asked about looking backwards, right?
Good.
I'm asked about looking forwards. What worried me about yesterday isn't that Everton looked shit. It's that Newcastle looked like they're getting their act together a bit.
That's a good point.
And call me deluded.
They have been at home.
And stupid. I know.
Away is where
been shocking. And now they look like they're getting their act together a little bit. And they are going to be in the mix.
Yes.
In the same mix that we want to be in. So when you see teams that we're going to be hopefully going up against for Champions League spots or at least European spots sorting the shit out, then...
See how quick things are changing in the league. That's why the table...
That's what worries me.
The other day, Tottenham were like second and third, like primarily week in, week out, really.
I know.
They've had like a run of poor results, and now they're like 11th.
Yeah, it's
in the
insane.
bottom half, so it's just like...
And we keep saying that's why these next 10 games or 9 games now are so important for United. Because at the end of them, you're going to see a bit of a separation, and we want to be in that front cluster. You know when you watch like the 10,000 metres at the Olympics? To start with, there's like 15 people all running together. And then by the last 10 laps, there's groups, and you want to be in that front group. And I think that group is going to emerge over the next 10 games, over Christmas, going into the new year. You'll have a group of teams that are in that mid-table relegation battle, and there'll be a group of teams that are going for the European spots, and we have to be in that top group.
No, I hear you.
And these next 10 games or next 9 games are so important. So if we lose today, then all of a sudden, like you said, Ronnie, you can go behind a load of teams next week, and you end up being in that bottom section. We need to win today, or certainly we can't lose.
For the narrative, we always talk about narratives on the channel because we know from experience that narratives form and it's difficult to shake off. Once you've got the idea that, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer isn't going to ever win you a trophy, or hasn't got the tactics to compete at the top level, or that Jose Mourinho's fell out with everyone, or that Louis van Gaal's football's too negative, or whatever. Once that narrative builds, it usually ends one way.
It's an interesting midfield they've gone for, though, isn't it? That midfield pivot from Palace is a bit like they've gone very attacking and adventurous with the lineup, because Kamada's basically he's not like a pivot midfielder, he's an attacking midfielder. And they've got him in midfield with Adam Wharton, so the pair midfield pivots like Adam Wharton, Kamada situation, which people would say could be similar to Bruno being an attacking midfielder playing in a pivot, but usually they start like a Will Hughes or a Lerma next to Wharton, which is more traditional pivot, like more defensive ability, more kind of solid like physicality in there. Not so much Will Hughes, but actually midfield experience. But I think it's telling that he's gone for like an attacking kind of midfielder option to Wharton. But
they're the sorts of midfielders that do well against us. Hard working players who are good on the front foot, win the ball off us high up, and push on immediately with incisive through balls. Like we talked about it at the time, but the goal from Everton, I watched it back again the other day. Every pass along the way, the person passing the ball and receiving the ball is in space. That cannot happen, regardless of the formation in the system. You can't let someone pass the ball uninterrupted, receive the ball uninterrupted, turn. We put half a tackle in on him on the edge of the box, but by then it was too late. But 2 or 3 passes in a row, no one is near the passer or the receiver. That's just absurd. You're going to get carved apart by any team. You get carved apart by a championship team or Grimsby when you do that. If you're not near, it doesn't matter how good you are at defending. If you are never near the players you're defending against, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Like, Rio Ferdinand's a great defender. Well, if he's sat in his living room, he's not. And that's essentially where United's players were when Everton are passing that ball through. They might as well not be on the pitch. If you're not within touching distance and you're not getting in the way of the ball and intercepting things, who cares how good you are? So that's why the intensity and the work rate is so important. Because defending isn't a passive thing; it's an active thing that you have to do.
Intensity is a good point, Joe.
It's the biggest point for
That's
United.
what wound me up the other night, probably more than anything, was the lack of intensity. I honestly thought at times we looked like we were 1-0 up. Like, if you didn't know.
What was the atmosphere like in the stadium?
It was getting aggy.
Was it?
It was getting like, when they went down to 10 men, you have that sort of lift. And I think the atmosphere at Old Trafford genuinely is quite good. I think it gets a bit of a bad rap. I'm obviously in the Stretford end, it's usually quite good there, and I thought it was alright as well. But then you could sort of sense the crowd getting deflated and more annoyed because obviously they get the goal. Then there's lack of urgency. Luke Shaw was someone I kept going on about him, but he stood out in particular as looking at like he just didn't have that urgency that you wanted to see from your players. And you can see like the groans when someone's doing like a sideways pass or whatever. There was a little bit of that. There was a little bit of like frustrations and. I get it because you want to see your team going for it. Manchester United, when they went out 10 men, we should have been getting at him. When they went 1 goal up, we should have been getting at him. We should have won that game genuinely 3 or 4-1. Yeah. Once they got that goal, should have been like. And I know it's almost irrelevant, but I remember the days under Fergie. Teams would go 1-0 up at Old Trafford. I remember West Ham, I think it was. Freddie Knuty got an early goal and we beat him 7-1. It was like they annoyed us. It was like, you shouldn't have done that. We just went at him and battered him. And I wanted to see a little bit more like that. Just get at him and go for it. And we didn't. And it was, I can't remember which commentator it was. It might be Gary Neville said there was a little bit of complacency, and I think he's right. I think there was an attitude of, we'll be all right. It'll come. Which, all right, fair enough. But then when it gets to like 70, 80 minutes and you're still 1-0 down, then you need to show a bit more. And yeah, we got crosses in. We did. Jordan Pickford. And that wasn't the Jordan Pickford I saw yesterday, by the way, when I watched Newcastle.
This is the thing, isn't it? That's the other thing.
He had a stinker.
He had an unreal game against us.
One of the worst games I think he's ever had. And he had a very good game against us. Didn't have loads of great saves to make us, but there was one in particular from Xerxes, which was very good.
Yeah.
We did have chances, but I wanted to see much more than that.
Yeah.
And there was a couple of times, shooting from distance and all that sort of stuff. It weren't good enough. It wasn't. And yeah, that was the frustrating thing for me. There was no urgency and no real fight almost. And I hate boiling it down to just fight and effort and urgency, because I think it's a bit of a base argument at times. But sometimes it is true. And it was true on Monday night, because it weren't a lack of quality. You can say, yes, we're missing Cunha, we do miss him, we're missing Sesko, we could have done with him, but there was enough quality on that pitch for me to affect the game against 10-man Everton.
And this is the other thing with the Premier League. Even, I know 10 men is obviously a level above, which is why that result hurt so much, because 10 men...
First time ever, by the way.
Yeah, that we've lost against a team who had 10 men at Old Trafford. But I watched the City Leeds game yesterday, and you watch the first 40 minutes, 45 minutes, City just looked great. Controlling the game, cruising along, doing their thing, 2-0 up. Haaland hadn't even had to get out of first gear in the 2-0 up. Then there's literally a 15-minute or 20-minute spell where City just drop off a bit. Leeds have got 2 goals in the back in it. At the Etihad, against a team that is one of the favourites to go down, that was a championship team last season, whose manager's on the ropes, by the way. You switch off for 20 minutes and any team in the league's got 2 goals against you, no matter who you are. And it took Foden in the 91st minute to grab a winner there. But that is the thing with the Premier League. If you're not there and you're not up for it and you just drop off and you think you've won, Everton have gone down to 10 men. I know they started better than us, but they've got 10 men now, we'll win this. You don't win it.
No, you can't.
There's no scenario in the Premier League anymore where you just win the game because you think you're going to. Man City were one of the best teams in the league against Leeds, who were one of the worst teams in the league. We're 2-0 down and they almost bottled it. That's how intense and crazy this league is right now.
And people, we don't need to keep going on about the system. It feels like we talk about the system every single moment on this channel, and that's a conversation we can have another time.
Yeah.
But it's not even that for me as well. It's like the motivation, and sometimes these players need a kick up the backside or whatever.
Yeah. Do you think it's a big game for obviously there's a couple of players personnel-wise, but do you think it's a big game for Mount?
Yeah. First start in, I think, 4 games. And I think, or maybe even more than that, and certainly 3 of those he's been fit for.
Heavily scrutinised signing, including by myself. Has had some decent performances this season when he has played. Not exactly getting the goal or assist return, but there's kind of a functionality the team has, especially in the press, etc. when he does play.
Yeah.
But I still think Mount's gotten to the stage now is that when he plays, he needs to do a bit more.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I agree with that.
He needs to get himself into that kind of match winner echelon and be someone that can kind of be one of the better players most weeks. Because don't get me wrong, we talk about his work ethic and press. He's a £60 million attacking midfielder we've bought. Do you know what I mean? So I feel like, and it's been he's in his 3rd season now. I think we need to start seeing him stay in shape, stay fit, and actually put in a run of good performances together and actually having a little bit of output.
Yeah.
So I think even games like today when Cunha's out and he steps in wearing the number 7 shirt and he's back, he needs to actually do something and not give me one of those anonymous performances that he can sometimes do where you almost just don't see him. He's invisible all game.
Yeah,
no, I agree with that. I think it's a fair point. I think it is a big season for Mount, isn't it? Because he's got the 3rd season that some players don't get. Højlund didn't get it, did he? Who else is there? I feel like I say some players have just come out with.
There's rumours already of Xerxes.
Oh, Nana didn't get it.
Moved on at the end of this season, isn't there? Ugarte is another one that seems to be this is your final season.
Yeah,
to prove yourself, and it's only his second season.
So 3rd season is not always easy to come back. I think Mount, we spoke about this before, almost benefited from the fact that it was injuries that people just accepted was the reason he hadn't done much in his first 2 seasons. It wasn't that he was poor. It was just that he'd been injured almost constantly. Mm-hmm. So he does need to stay fit, like Ronnie's saying, and we need to see a bit more from him consistently. And he started off very well, Mason Mount. I was impressed with him against Arsenal. Against Sunderland, obviously got the goal. He did well. And I think there is obviously a football there. We all know that.
Yeah.
You look at the reaction from Chelsea fans, and yes, some of it was because he's a homegrown lad and all the rest of it, but they were genuinely gutted when he left in a way. They weren't similarly gutted that Kai Havertz had left. But we haven't really seen that yet. Not on a consistent basis, and hopefully we can do, because we need someone like Mason Mount, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Someone who's bringing the energy to every game. And also, like you said, there's a point where you give someone sympathy and you give someone rope and a bit of time because of the injuries. But then you get to a point where you think, well, even if it is injuries, you're not playing. Like, we can't just have that forever. Someone that plays... I would prefer someone that plays 40 games a season and scores 15 goals than someone that plays 9 games a season and scores 9 goals. Like, at the end of the day, Man United need goals.
Availability, yeah.
And that's and that's the availability is the best ability. That the reason why that's true, or certainly partly true, is because you just have to turn games into wins. And if you aren't on the pitch, you don't get to do that.
No.
It doesn't matter how good when you are on. Like, that's, look at fucking Neymar or someone like that. Like, how good was he for PSG when he was fit? He was never fit. So yeah, he might get you to a Champions League final, but he's not playing 40. He's missing 40 games of the season. It's irrelevant how good you are. So that's the thing with Mount. We at some point you get a bit of a pass for the injuries, fair enough. But if you just keep being injured all the time, well, then it doesn't matter. At some point, United has to come first rather than just the potential. And I think he has been a step up this season when he has played. I think he has been much better, and he does bring that intensity that we didn't have at all in the Everton game.
I still think. Do you think we'll get a clean sheet today? Because
no,
I actually saw a statistic that United are on track or on course to have our worst ever defensive record for goals conceded on current rate.
We've conceded 19 goals in 12 games so far. So obviously, what's that? 1.5-ish, just over 1.5 goals a game, which would amount to somewhere in the region of what would that be? 55 goals, 56 goals in the season.
Have we had worse than that?
Absolutely terrible.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's terrible.
And the whole narrative is how United this bad defensively playing a back five.
But that goes back to the point before, doesn't it? And Amrin made this point.
It doesn't always matter, innit?
Amrin made this point in the press conference. He said, like, you look at the back five, there was points last week where the back five was Luke Shaw, who's a fullback. You got Mazraoui, who's a fullback. You got Dorgu, who's a wing back, and you got Ahmad, who's a winger. The only centre back on the pitch for large portions of the Everton game was De Ligt. And then you look at Arsenal, a team who plays a back four, and they'll often have 4 centre backs playing. They'll have Timber, Calafiori, Gabriel, and Saliba. And yes, there's one fewer men there in theory, but that is 4 centre backs.
I don't think Luke Shaw is a fullback anymore. Really.
Playing for you. No, but maybe he's not, and maybe he's just a centre back now. But he's not someone that's grown up being a centre back with centre back principles and centre back mindset. There are teams that play with 4 centre backs on the pitch. We had 1 for large portions of that Everton game. So sometimes the way they read the game, the way they judge things, how good they are at defending their own box, etc., is changed and is reduced. Even though we've got 5 men there in theory, put them all together, they've got less defensive nous than Rio Ferdinand has by himself.
So if this is the case, why are so many United fans advocating for signing like Semenyo to play left wing back?
But I think the difference would be if you've got Semenyo left wing back, you would then need a centre back instead of Luke Shaw, and a good centre back available instead of.
But Luke Shaw's still
whoever.
A defender though.
No, I know he's a defender.
Yeah.
I get that he's a defender.
It's not like he's like an attacker playing there. It's not like.
No, but in terms of the way he reads the game, the way he is, how good he is in the air, compare him to, like I said, Arsenal having Ben White at right back. You read the game like a centre back. Timber and Calafiori read the games like a centre back. And maybe it wouldn't make that much difference, but you don't need to make, like we said before, you don't need to make that much difference. You just need to make a little bit of difference across every position, and that's enough for you to win and draw games that you were losing before.
I get your point. I think there's loads of different reasons we've conceded so many goals. It isn't just one thing.
No.
One reason is Ali Bayandé, but he's not played for ages.
Yeah.
Another reason for me is midfield. We get overrunning midfield far too often. And also another reason is when Casemiro goes off, we start conceding goals. We love doing that. Which is just, something that we need to fix, because you can't just rely on him for 60 minutes and then the wheels come off when he gets taken off. So yeah, there's a lot of reasons for conceding goals, but whatever, regardless of the reason, what you just said, Ronnie, that start, I think you worked it out. That's unacceptable, man. You can't have aspirations of getting into Champions League spaces, which is what we should be hoping for, bare minimum, really, as a club like Manchester United, and be conceding a rate of almost, 2 goals a game, whatever. That's or 1.5, whatever it was.
Yeah, 1 point. Yeah,
that's ridiculous.
yeah, it is.
Do you know what I mean? Like, teams that get anywhere are able to get them 1-0s. We've had one clean sheet all season at home to Sunderland. Sunderland would do more this season, to be fair, but come on,
But
man.
one, regardless of who it's against, one is shocking.
Yeah. I mean, you just like look at the Spurs games. A prime example: 85th minute, you 1-0 up.
Yeah.
Should be able to see that game out.
Yeah.
Should be able to dig in and see it out against the Spurs team who are poor more than the good.
Yeah.
And in the end, we end up sort of being almost happy with a point because we have to get back into it. We have to go 2-1 down.
Yeah.
It's ditto against Forest.
Yeah.
You're just relying on, your attackers or someone getting you out of jail because you can't keep that clean sheet. And I know it's almost irrelevant again to repeat myself, but because we didn't win those games. But if we'd have kept clean sheets at the Spurs game against Spurs, and against Forest, this is a different story now.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I mean, Everton.
Yeah, we've got 4 extra points.
They were 10 men at 0-0.
We'd be sat here buzzing.
Sounds reductive. Yeah,
They got a clean sheet and we didn't. Insane.
It sounds reductive, but it's hard to win games. It's hard to win games when you concede goals, isn't it?
No, it's not. It's true.
It sounds.
It's like the opposite of
obvious.
people.
You know what I mean?
We romanticise, right, the Fergie era, and I do it worse than anyone. Where it's like, do you remember when we beat Arsenal 4-2, whatever, or do you remember when we smashed, City 5-0, whatever, and all that sort of stuff. But most of those titles, the games that I remember, or the games that actually were the ones where you go, that was the one. It's the 1-0 away at Charlton with the 90th minute winner from Dwight York. It's the, you know what I mean? It's the 1-0 against Bolton with the 89th minute winner from Dimitar Berbatov. It's those 1-0s.
All those Cantona goals as well.
Thank you, bro. I can't believe I didn't mention it. Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
You know what I mean? The 95-96 season, Cantona, I think, scored 7 goals for the end of the season. 6 of them were match winners in 1-0s. Do you know what I mean?
Insane.
Which
That's
is why
insane,
stats don't tell you the full story. You need to look behind them. Like, a solid defence gets you trophies. It gets you those moving up the table, and eventually it gets you titles.
If you don't concede, you don't lose.
Yeah.
But you can score and still lose.
Yeah,
it's hard, isn't it? Because last season we were not the opposite. We weren't the best defence in the league by any means, but the real issue was we weren't scoring enough.
Yeah.
So the problem is, whatever you aren't doing is the thing you need to add. So you need both. Unless you've got Chelsea 04-05, you've conceded 15 goals.
Yeah.
I'm sure most teams could score enough goals to win the league if you conceded a goal every 0.3 games.
Yeah.
But if you've just got a decent defence, you concede roughly just over a goal a game over the course of a season, and you've got decent attackers, you'll be all right. But the problem is, we seem to either have a very good defence or a decent defence and no attack, or a decent attack, which we've had this season, and no defence. We need to find the balance. Amarim's been speaking, talking about bouncing back. He said, we improved the way we trained this week. We dropped the intensity in the last game and we tried to regain that. Palace playing the same system, so it's going to be a man versus man game. Intensity is important and we need to step up in that regard. On his other 2 changes from the Monday game, he said it's the way you train. They train really well, talking about Dalot and Mount in particular there. The others 2, then the tactical aspect. Mason Mount is really smart, gives us more possession, he's intense, he can score goals, so he's one more player to be near the box. And then he also was asked about the chance to move into the top 6 with a victory. He said it's so important to win, but the most important thing is to be competitive in every single minute. The table doesn't matter, we're too far from the end. The table now doesn't matter, we're too far from the end.
Yep.
What is it? The main thing he's talked about there, intensity, the way you train. He said intensity again with Mason Mount, and he's also said about be competitive in every single minute. Much like what we're saying about the Everton game, he's almost obsessed with the effort, the work rate, the intensity, isn't he, Jay?
I think you're right. I think it was a Chelsea game. Well, no, it might have been a Liverpool game. And you've mentioned this, Ronnie, as well, with Palace. Like, it's not just this system and these tactics and this formation. There's an intensity with Palace that you get.
Yeah.
Especially out of possession, where they don't let you breathe almost at times, and it's like, that's where they get a lot of their results from. Do you know what I mean? They're in your face, you know what I mean? And then when they do get the ball, they're on it. They've got that intensity. Yeah. And that's one of the reasons they've had success under Oliver Glasner. And at United, we haven't had it.
No.
We haven't had it. We haven't had it since halfway through Eric Ten Hag's second season, to be honest with you, other than that cup run. Like, it just seems to have just eroded.
Yeah.
And Amorim's not been able to fix that. And you could argue it's actually gotten worse under Amorim. So you have to have that. You need that. There's no... I know it's a cliche, and forgive me for going into cliche, but you've all said it, and it's true. Every team turns up in the Premier League. There's no team that turns up, comes to Old Trafford or you play against who don't believe they can win. They all do.
Yeah.
And if you're not matching them for intensity, you're going to get found out, because every team's got quality now as well. You know, the big game seasons where you'd have teams that weren't that good and you could get away with faxing it in. That's not happening now, and there has been a lack of intensity, urgency, whatever you want to call it, at United for far too long. And it's a bugbear for so many fans, because the least you expect is effort and energy from your team, regardless whether you're a United fan or whatever, but certainly as a United fan, you expect people to be giving their all and playing for the badge and all that. And, you know, I still think it's a privilege to play for Manchester United. I don't care how deluded that might sound. We're still one of the biggest clubs in the world. Still got a huge fan base. You're still part of something to me that is very, very special. And when you see players who just look like they've got someone's put a gun to their head and told them to put on a United shirt, it's infuriating. It just is.
And I think with that and the work rate and all that, you don't need to be a good footballer to do that. You can get a load of rugby players on the pitch who can barge people off the ball and get stuck in. You can't manufacture and invent Iniestas and Xavis. You can't pull them out your arse. Yeah. But what you can do is get big, hard-working, honest players in that can rough people up and can make the game really difficult. And that's one of the things that has happened in the Premier League, where you can be, you know, unless you've got a real top-level quality ping-pong passing through everyone kind of team, if you're not working as hard as they are, they'll just knock you about. They'll kick you. They'll push you off the ball. They'll out-sprint you. And players and these teams are full of those players. And United have to do better than just, we tried to pass it and we couldn't because they were too hard for us. They were all physical and we weren't. Well, you got to be both. Yeah. You know, the best teams are both. Then below that, you got to either be really high quality and a bit less physical, or really physical and a bit less quality. At the minute, we don't really have the physicality. We don't really have the quality when everyone's not fit. So all of a sudden, you're like the 15th best team in the league. Look where we finished last season. Yeah. You know, if you chuck 09 Barca in this team, they ain't got the legs and the intensity and the physicality of, let's say, Everton or Palace or whatever. But they could probably win the league, or they would win the league because they can do everything else so well. Yeah. But we've got neither. Yeah. And you certainly can't have neither. Pick one. Ideally, you have both. The best teams. Look at City when they're at their best. Liverpool at their best. They're fucking flying, and they've got great players. Yeah. In absence of that, you have to have one or the other. And intensity is free. You can work on that. That's a mindset thing and an energy thing and a fitness thing. I can't turn into Xavi, but give me 18 months in the gym and on a pitch, I can sprint about and push people around a little bit. Yeah. You got to have that bare minimum. Ben Huddart in the Super Chat says, if you look at the bench, we've got 5 defenders, 4 on the pitch. We need to add some actual wing-backs to the squad. I completely agree with that. We 100% need wing-backs. The fact that our best full-back is Ahmad, which is, I'm not knocking Ahmad, but he's a sort of a very much a winger / number 10. He is, I would say, our best full-back because he offers the most when we've got the ball. You need someone else in there who's at least as good as him, if not better than him. You want a specialist wing-back who's fucking phenomenal, who can do everything. There's not many of them. There's not many of them. But then there's not many world-class players wherever position you want to find them in.
Which is interesting.
So you just got to get them.
That's another thing that we haven't mentioned today is obviously the parallels in the systems today that we're going to watch. Yep. Which is obviously an interesting plot point. I think there's been a lot of lead up and build up about Glasner explaining everything that, like we usually say about it, systems are a lot more complex than just what the formations are. Saying that his is completely different to United. Saying and also we're talking about the output that we're seeing from the likes of Mitchell and Munoz. Like, you wouldn't see them as traditional specialist wing backs, especially Mitchell, who's more of a defensive fullback. Munoz has a bit more going forward ability, but as a manager, he's platforming them and getting the best out of them. I think Mitchell's having his best attacking return, and Munoz has been one of the better fullbacks in the league this season. So it's just about how you kind of set your team and players up. It's just, I feel like obviously you can criticise players, but just to go wing back's not good enough, need better wing back and that, need better players, just saying that all the time. Sometimes it's up to the manager to get the extra 1 or 2% out of players as well, and make them more comfortable and put them in zones and situations that will get the best out of them. I think sometimes we excuse the gaffer a little bit too much when it comes to that type of thing. Yeah. As I think Glasner's like and Palace, who play similarly in terms of the structure of the team. I think they're like a really good example of that, which is funny because they actually have some of the same weaknesses. They apparently struggle the same way we do in games where they have majority possession.
Well, they've got the third least possession of anyone in the league. 42% they have, and they almost like Forest last season required that. Leicester, when they won the league, required that. Palace required that. Sometimes your system needs you to have less of the ball, because the gaps and the weaknesses are more apparent when you're being counter-attacked against, or when you're running towards your own box or whatever. And part of that is, like you said, Ronnie, getting the best out of your players. Yeah. If you've got a more defensive-minded wing-backs, that can work if you've got less possession, because they spend more time in their own half, more time defending. That allows their defensive qualities to be more at the forefront. If you told Munoz and Mitchell to have 70% possession around the opposition's 18-yard box, they might look equally as out of place there as, let's say, Dorgu and Dalot did against Everton. Yeah, that is what it's all part of. But then the other expectation is Crystal Palace, not to disrespect Crystal Palace, their fans don't care if they win games with 8% possession or 78% possession. There comes a time as Man United manager where you're expected to win games and control games and be one of the best footballing teams in the league. Because that's just the difference. Yeah. So eventually you have to go from 42% to 62% when you're the Man United manager, and that transition is what so many managers have found so hard in recent seasons at Man United. Cyrus says, Amrim says other teams playing with 4 centre-backs and we have Shaw, as if he's not the one who chooses the system in the lineup, making excuses only. I think his point is that he doesn't have loads of players that fit the positions. Like, at the moment, Martinez has been injured all season. I guess you could play Heaven, Yoro, Delict. You could play that. Maybe you could play Luke Shaw as a wing-back, but I don't think he's got the legs to get up and down. But yeah, there is obviously that, but you have to work with the personnel that you've got. Seamus Nolan says, how come Cheeto doesn't even get a place on the bench these days? We could do something different for the last 10 to 15 minutes even. It is interesting that he went from being on the bench and playing last season to this season where we've got 2 attackers out in Sesko and Cunha, and he's still not on the bench. I know he didn't come on and tear the game up completely when he did play, but I don't know. It would be nice to maybe see him on the bench.
I think he's not ready. I don't know. I think maybe Amrim looked at last season and thought
he needs development in it.
Yeah, did it not hinder him, but was it the best move? In an ideal world, probably would have waited.
Too much too early type of thing.
Yeah, because I remember Finn talking about this as well. Even going back into the under-21s and the academy team, he looked a little bit off it.
Right.
At first. I think there was a game where we got knocked out. I think it was the FA Youth Cup where he wasn't quite himself. Was it against Villa? I might forgive me for getting it wrong. I think it was against Villa.
I think he's had a decent reserve season.
Last season, sorry, I'm talking about where.
We lost 3-1 on penalties.
Yeah, I think that's a game. Yeah, where it was affecting him a little bit. And look, again, we're being a bit captain obvious, but if you're a striker and you're not scoring any goals, it's going to get in your head a little bit. And he did. I thought Chino did very well when he came on a lot of the time. I was very impressed with him. I thought he did well against Fulham in the FA Cup. When he came on, you could see the difference straight away. There was 1 or 2 other games as well, but he didn't get that goal, which was a bit of a shame because you just think that would have been a nice thing for him. And I mean, it's like you've got your goal for the first team as well, and as a striker, you're always going to get a little bit judged on that. And maybe they thought, right, we just need to hold back a little bit. Let him do his, apprenticeship properly, and then bring him in rather than the wheels are coming off. We've got injuries. Throw him in again.
No, give him another 18 months to develop.
Or sticking him on the bench, because if you're going to put him on the bench, then you've got to have half a mind to use him as well. Yeah. So let's just take him out crazy. So I get it.
Yeah, I was going to ask you.
Well, I'm going to the toilet now, so I'll get a glass of water. Do you want water, Jay?
Yeah, please.
We're up to there on the super chat.
I need to have fluids, apparently, because I sound a bit ropey on this chat. Sweet Pete says, we're against Wharton today. If he plays well, he's number 1 target.
It's a good question. I feel like
sorry, Mark.
I'm not lying to you.
Mark says, how's Jay's voice got even more days later? I'm full of a cold.
I'm not to offend you, Jay. You've had a cold for about a week now.
It's doing me in.
I think you need to grow up, respectfully.
You need to grow up. Right, okay. Respectfully. Hey Jay, how do you have a cold for 1 week? Come on, and I feel like your cold's got worse as it got along. You might actually need to go to the doctor. Do you know what it's annoying, right? It's the worst thing is it went away, right? Wednesday, was it Friday morning? I felt okay. And then me and you did a preview. By the time preview, I was getting worse again. And then Friday evening, I was terrible. Yesterday, I felt rough and I had to take my daughters cross country early doors and football and stuff. And I was struggling. Today, I actually feel a little bit better, but it's frustrating, and forgive me if I sound bad, but yeah, respectfully.
It's usually a couple day burst, isn't it?
I know, man. It's like 5 or 6 days. It's not the one.
It's a bit long.
Ronnie is spot on, but let's not forget we dominated this game last year under Eric Ten Hag. I think we get chances to score. The question is, do we take them? We didn't actually address what Sweet Pete says. We're against Wharton today. If he plays well, is he number one target? I mean, Elliot Anderson played well against us, and he's flavour of the month, and has been linked with us. And Mitten's been a bit cryptic with some of what he's saying, but the sort of insinuation there is that United are up for getting Elliot Anderson, if I can say that. So I think it won't hurt Adam Wharton if he has a good game against us, but I don't think that's the be all and end all in terms of making him number one target. I think Elliot Anderson is still a target. I do think Carlos Baleba is playing his way out of being a Manchester United target in a minute.
Yeah, he's had a ropey season.
He has, hasn't he? And he didn't turn up against us either, which doesn't help your case. Chaz, mate, says if Chelsea didn't get Kenda, we'd put him at wing back. Okay, yeah, you think you're right.
That's one of the reasons why Kenda didn't want to come to Manchester United, because he didn't want to play wing back anymore.
Really?
Yeah. That's one of the reasons he kind of turned down the opportunity to come to us.
That's probably a good thing for us with in-game.
And then people still think like the likes of Semenyo and that will come and play wing back here. It's just like
As a footballer,
I don't think it's going to be. If you're Semenyo, you're one of the informed wingers in the league, and you've got the choice of like Arsenal, City that might come in for you, saying that you can play left wing for us, or do you want to go play left wing back for Amorim in a United team struggling? I don't think we're going to be first choice.
Did you ever get that as a young footballer, using a winger, asked to play at full back or wing back?
Yes, I did.
And what was your attitude?
I got moved to right back for like the last 6 months or so.
Where at?
Before I didn't get a scholarship released. I mean, at Liverpool.
What was Trent Alexander-Arnold doing at this time?
He was playing up. Do you know what I mean? So it's one of them where like actually it's funny because I moved there and I actually started playing well there, and they kind of thought they did wait a minute. I remember Alex Inglethorpe at the time was the academy director. He's actually best mates with Tim Sherwood because we were both at like Tottenham together, like doing the. Is he named Tim Sherwood?
Yeah.
And he was like, you could possibly stay on. Do you know what I mean? I get a scholar under 18s if you decide to like be full-time fullback. And obviously at that age I was a bit like, nah. I play for Liverpool. I can just go play wing. I can be a winger for like a team slightly lower and have a career of it that way. And it didn't work out. Yeah. Where who knows? I maybe should have just stayed. But maybe I played fullback.
Stayed, and it could be you playing for Real Madrid now.
Nah, definitely. Yeah. I wasn't as good as Trent. So.
Well, have you got all these super chats?
It's a grey area. I've got up to. That was the last one I read.
Okay. Joshua Bowater says, I like Amorim and the things that I like that he's brought to the club, but the longer we get into the project, the more things worry me than give me hope. Guts Doyle, with a very sort of...
Guts Doyle.
This is a very gladiator type quote here. So Ruben has chosen death. The walking definition of insanity is this man. I think he has 343 tattooed on his ass, which that bit is less gladiator, but so he has chosen death is very gladiator.
There's this whole thing, there's this saying, we hear it in recovery a lot, and it's insanity is repeating the same thing and expecting different results, which is why people talk about, when you're an alcoholic or a drug addict and you carry on having these dramas because you're using and just carry on using, thinking things are going to be different. So I've heard that quote a lot. And I've heard it a lot associated with Ruben Amorim because he sticks to this system and everyone's fed up with it and the results aren't there, and we finished 15th last season and we're currently mid-table, we've already been knocked out of Carabao, and people saying, I get it, I do. However, I think if you are going to make the case for, sticking with it, his idea is that everyone, plays in the system, this is a system you get used to, eventually you get the players that you need for it as well.
Yeah.
And for the greater good, we'll end up being competitive again at the top level with this system.
And there certainly have been changes and tweaks along the way. It's not the exact
same thing. I hear that.
What's going on here?
It feels like we're playing it, down at
it's got real Grimsby vibes,
Field.
hasn't it?
Different entrances.
Alright.
State of this. But yeah, I think that doing the same thing, but also, what is the same thing? Because the exact same thing doesn't even make sense because you're playing against different opposition each time. So if you think of it as an experiment or as a test, if I did the exact same weight of this, reacting with the exact same weight of that and expecting something different under the same conditions. That would be mental.
Yeah.
But every time United goes out, they're playing against a different team. They're playing in different conditions, different levels of fitness, with tweaks to the system, going long, going short, emphasis on different players, different formations within the game, different personnel in different positions, like tweaks and stuff. I don't know. I just think this. It's the obsession with the formation. And the other thing to remember is, I'm not saying that because of this, therefore Amorim works, but every other manager we've ever sacked played 4 at the back. So it's not as though 4 at the back as just this overarching branch, this is the overall theme, saves everything either. It's what happens within that, and it's what happens within the 5 at the back that is the problem, which I think there have been problems with, and Amorim does need to make changes and does need to fix things. But I think it's this thing of, you look at the game and say, we've got 5 men at the back, therefore Amorim hasn't changed and it's going to fail. I just think we have to look a little bit deeper than just saying that, personally. Score predictions then. We've only got 2 minutes till kick-off. Bloody hell, where's all the time gone? Ronnie, I'll start with you. What are you thinking?
I actually think it's going to be a draw today.
Say that right now.
I've actually believed United are the type to kind of like not expect to get a result, Crystal Palace favourites, and then fork out a result and get a draw, and then drop the ball against someone like Wolves. But I think it's going to be a 1-1 draw today.
1-1. What are you thinking, Jay?
I said in the preview a loss. I mean, even though I do get a little bit more giddy and confident as the match day arrives, I think we might struggle today, so I'm going to stick with my prediction. Obviously, I don't want us to lose. I hope I'm wrong. I hope we win. I do worry. I think Palace are a good team, and I think at the minute we're not. So, prove me wrong, please.
Yeah. A lot of people in the comments. 2-0 Palace, 3-1 Palace, 3-1 loss, 3-0 Palace, 3-1 Palace, 3-0 Palace. I
don't think I've ever seen
not a lot of confidence.
Yeah.
I think the last game was such a damaging one, wasn't it?
That
it
usually
was such a kick in the bollocks.
Like, it was one of those games where, there's no excuses.
Yeah.
Like we go back to the Grimsby game where you go,
yeah.
Onana had a stinker or this, that, but you go, actually, there are no excuses.
It's just Grimsby, you got to win.
And it was the same with that. You go, Pickford pulled off a worldly save or whatever. Doesn't matter, there's no excuses.
Yeah.
You should be beating Everton with 11 men, let alone with 10.
Yeah.
That is pathetic. So it's rattled me, and it's probably rattled a few other people as well. It's just unacceptable.
2-0 Palace, says Boris. 3-0 Palace, says Rodrigo. 2-2.
This means we're going to win.
2-1 United, says My Sports Roundup.
This perversely gives me a little bit of confidence.
Jay?
I said 1-0 in the preview. I'll stick with that. 1-0 Palace. And again, come on, Reds. Just give me a bit of egg on my face.
Feels like every time that as a fan base, we unanimously think we're going to not get a result or lose. That's when we actually win the match.
Yeah, I think we're going to
It's when we go into games where,
I actually think we're going to lose, to be honest. I think we're going to lose. I think we could get a draw. I think I could maybe see like a 2-2 draw.
You said 2-2, didn't you?
Yeah. 1-1.
Sorry. I thought you said... on the preview, I thought you said 2-2.
Yeah, I felt... I cut the goals in half today.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Guts Doyle says, just hang in there, lads. You'll be with us by full time. I think he means wanting the manager sacked. Fair enough.
Isn't it weird, right, that the guy got manager in a month in October?
Yeah.
Literally.
Shadow.
And we lost one game in 2 months.
And then it's now the sort of hammering out sort of collective style.
Sorry, but the state of this...
I get it, because, overall it's not great.
But I do know that you do get this shadow thing at Sellers, but...
Especially at 12 o'clock as well.
Yeah.
That you got that low winter sun coming through.
Foot now already.
Good flick on there by seeing it target, man.
Good lad.
Do you know what I mean?
See, it's nice when you just...
Oh my God. I just had a flashback then to Monday night, the foul throw for my man.
I don't remember that.
When you're chasing, trying to build some momentum.
He took the throw a yard on the pitch. And then, obviously, it was,
Go on, it's a good throw, that.
Hey, up, we're in here. We're in here. We're in.
Oh my God.
Fucking hell.
Oh, it's Simon Dean Henderson.
It's fucking
That would have been a goal after 40 seconds.
Casemiro such a threat in the box.
Good little flick on from De
Ligt.
Ligt, then bobbles about, and then Mbumo sliding. Oh, you dick. Henderson saves it from a yard out there.
To be fair, Casemiro, Henderson had his hand right in front of that.
Good hold up.
That's
I
a
don't
shit
know.
pass and all. Great.
I don't know what more Casemiro could have
He
done.
doesn't do anything wrong. It's just one of them.
It weren't as bad as. Do you remember his miss at Selhurst Park when he got that yellow card? When he hits his 5 from 2 yards out.
United putting good pressure on now. Palace got the ball, but United pushing well. Right, win that.
Oh shit!
Certainly don't let him spin
Good
you.
covering.
Yeah. Awful for keepers to play out from the back in with the sun like this.
I was gonna say, what's the sun gonna be like?
Come on, Dallo, you can't get fucking nudged and then just pushed over like that.
Yeah.
Nice little clippy. Good
Good
touch,
set.
good layoff.
United have
Keep it
started
going.
alright, actually.
Oh, behind.
That's
It.
better.
So many of them, by the way, against Everton.
Yeah, those are the passes that you just hate.
So
innit?
many of them. They do my head in. It's like you're only allowed to ask the bare minimum of players. Good players play into your path. Actually, really good players play the ball to a specific foot so that you can take a touch inside or outside. The amount of times we make a pass like that and it's 2-3 yards behind where it should be. We're trying to counter-attack there and our player has to stop and go backwards to get the ball. It just kills it.
For example, we might have still been going forward.
Yeah, we might have whipped a ball in the box 2 touches after that if the pass was right.
Yeah.
And now we're playing it around our own box and we're probably going to fucking lose it. I'm putting my hand over my eyes like I'm there, by the way, like an absolute idiot. It's like when a dog starts swimming because it sees like seals on telly.
I remember when my son was little, he used to think.
He went like that then.
He used to think if he covered his eyes, if he couldn't
can't see
you, you couldn't see him.
Yeah, that
So
was
I
me
remember
then.
He hit his sister once, he covered his eyes and hit her.
Look at that.
Oh, you see what I'm
you
saying?
bastard.
There's not a lot he could do there, Casemiro.
No, it's no one's fault. It's just one of them.
Right
It's just-
near him.
Oh,
Oh, look,
Well,
why are you
that-
celebrating that? Shut up, you dickhead.
That is a
Honestly.
guys
boot
were
him in
gears
the
that.
face.
Mate. Dean Henderson, man. I had such high
Come on,
hopes.
Dallo. Fucking do something. Well done, lad.
Keep that in.
Well done there, Dallo.
That's the one. He's fine him.
He's not injured.
Yeah, fuck off.
Bore off.
Why are you stopping? Better though. Good from Dallo there.
Actually looks like he's hurt.
That'd be right.
Might have rolled his ankle.
It's a good tackle that.
Oh yeah, he rolled his ankle.
Rolls his ankle.
He rolled his ankle on Delor's boot. This step over with the right foot. That one there.
Doink. Yeah. Rolled it out, didn't he?
They're ones you either can run off or he's done.
Yeah. And he's out for 3 weeks with a little sprain piece.
Yeah, he might be done, you know.
Yeah.
So, and he's dangerous.
Especially with pushing off as well. When you try and sprint and you're pushing
It's
off.
weird though, ankle, because sometimes you do roll your ankle and you actually, like,
Yeah.
after 5 minutes or so, you're fine. Or
Yeah.
it could be like you're full on.
Yeah. I think he'll probably stay on. Most of the time you're alright with them, but like you said, Rodney,
Not to wish injury on anyone, but if they lost him, that would be an advantage for Manchester United.
yeah.
It looks like he's coming off.
Yeah, he is.
Shit, yeah. Who's that?
No, there was a guy taking his kit off behind.
Oh yeah.
Because did he tell it? How quickly did he decide whether you're coming off or not?
I don't know. I guess if the player says I'm done, then you're done, aren't you? It's unlucky here, Casemiro. Just if he scuffs it and it hits his studs and it bounces down and goes
Dean
in.
Henderson can bore off there with that. All that. Like, it wasn't that good a save. He's like, what else was he meant to do? Like, he was meant to just lie there and not put his hand up.
See,
Yeah, I think he's going to be okay. I think you're right, John.
Back
they can linger though, man. It does.
Yeah.
It's not straight away.
He might come off at
He might come off in
half-time or
5.
whatever.
He might have to come
Or
off
10
half
minutes,
time,
yeah.
5 minutes.
Yeah.
Just, like you just can't.
You go to push off a couple of times and it's just that absolute electricity goes through your whole foot. And you just
Against
can't
10
do
men
anything.
now, this is our best.
We're going to
This is
lose
what we
one now.
love.
We used to.
Can we turn that sun down a little bit? Embarrassing. That low winter sun's an absolute killer as well. Do you know when you're driving in that
Yeah.
and you just can't see anything, can you?
Yeah, man. It's one of them where you need sunglasses, isn't it?
Yeah. They're not allowed sunglasses, are they, keepers? That'd be so sick if they were, wouldn't it? Imagine. Because they always wear caps, don't they?
Yeah.
But instead of wearing caps, they just got some fat aviators on St. Lomans.
Surely wouldn't want to.
I would. I'd wear some like elastic strap-on goggles.
It's not the first
It's a good
strap on
pass.
you've wore.
So this is how Palace play, like sitting 40% possession.
Sorry.
Technically, it wore me. Go on to Man United then.
We're pretty good from set pieces as well.
Yeah, we're great.
Right, we're having it here now.
Feels like we've already scored.
I'm so confident. I'm turning my phone around so I don't get any previews.
I think yes, I knew it. Second best.
Yeah, and we've had less set pieces than them. I think per set piece we're the best. A little Clippy, win that.
Good punch.
Shit, go on, Brian, make your mind up.
Can't see it.
Well done, Brian. Did well there.
Is it still 10 men? Or has he come back on? Surely come back on now.
He must have, yeah. There he is.
Brian's
Tapping
got
his
so much
ankle.
speed,
Did you see him
you know.
tapping his toe on the floor behind him? I saw there. Just testing the old. Who wound you up?
Dean Anderson.
Yeah, you're pissed off with him, aren't you?
I can't stand it.
I know.
That little to the crowd and that. It just looks
Then even then when he was just stood there and he's like, I just think, shut up.
Yeah.
Gimmicky, innit?
You know what I mean? Isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like a trait of a lot of English goalkeepers, I think.
What's he called,
Proper
Ronnie?
performative.
That is it Jalen Brown?
Yeah.
Where everyone is it Jalen? No, it's not him. He plays for the Celtics, but everyone thinks like everything he does is stuff he's seen other cool people do, and he tries to copy it rather than being.
Jesus Christ. Who was that? Who just got absolutely done? I thought that got in for a split second. Who did he just skin then?
I think it was the lit.
Bloody hell.
Tatum?
Yeah. Where he sat there like Kobe, like sat over the trophy.
Yeah, oh my God, that's absolutely terrible.
But yeah, Dean Henderson's got an element of that where he seems like he's doing stuff that he's seen other people do.
Yeah.
That's cool. Oh God, it was so cool when they did that, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to chat shit in the interview and all that.
Nah, I
don't feel authentic with him.
He was stupid, man. That interview he gave with Talk Sport where he said like he didn't want Eric Ten Hag to see him in training, he just wanted to get off before he got there. It was just dumb.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, isn't it?
He should have stayed and fought for his place. Bloody hell, Shaw.
Sar's in the proper running it off stage. He looks a bit better than he did 2 minutes ago, but it's still like it's in your head, gimpy and that. Look at him, he's still running with a limp.
Well then, get there.
Got to win those. In fact, we never win those.
Sort of neither person won it. It's just that their player was faster to help sweep up. That's a shit pass. Go on, push him. Push him.
You know, how's he touched there from the?
Hold on. Yeah.
Hey, up and in there.
Out wide.
That's the one.
A bit behind.
Yeah, it was.
That's the ones in it. It's like.
Oh, there's a foul on Casemiro because it's a shit pass inside that.
Square balls.
Casemiro had to win that foul because otherwise we'd have been counter-attacked. He did really well there. But he shouldn't. That pass, which is too far in front of Casemiro, to the point where the only way you can keep possession is by risking your ankle because he has to do that there. It's a shit pass that, and it does well to win the foul. But if you roll your ankle and you get subbed off there, that's the pass. Do you know what I mean? Set piece though in a decent area for United here. Come on. We've started all right. It's definitely a noticeable.
This is better. We've started better than I thought we would.
Yeah. It's not been great in terms of final ball and quality, but we're not getting absolutely out sprinted and outworked by everyone.
Getting a little bit of hope from this start.
Good on you. Come on.
Good cross.
Oh
my God. That's a big chance, that, you know.
I know.
He's usually bang on with him as well, isn't he, Casemiro?
He's like magnet in the box, isn't he?
He is.
Luckily, the camera can't fucking pick anything.
That's good.
There we go.
All I saw there was a bit of green.
Oh, he should do better there.
Well wide.
He's got to hit the
He's just got his bearings all wrong, hasn't he?
Yeah, he did.
It looks like he's trying to send it wide when he's...
Fuck. He had a bit of pressure on his back and he just got it wrong, didn't he? Yeah, get the brightness up if we can. I know normally we don't, but because the image is so mental when it's on the. Go on, Zirks, you keep. That's alright. That's more like it. That'll do. That's a lot better.
Yeah, well done.
Maybe it was dark.
Keep it. Bloody hell.
How's that?
Interesting pass.
I know.
So was it?
Force him long.
Was it just the shadow, or was the screen?
It's a bit of
dark as
both.
well?
We have the screen low because otherwise it reflects on there and
Yeah.
you can see it.
Yeah.
But then obviously with the light being the way it is in the stadium.
Oh, it makes sense. Oh yeah, it makes sense. Anderson's getting a lot of touches, isn't he?
I know.
He's loving it. He's got proper main character syndrome.
I have a feeling you don't like Henderson.
Nah,
Win that. Well done.
He's not my
And that.
favourite.
Too much space. Too much space.
No, man.
Again,
Bit
we have
nervy
that thing,
there.
2 or 3 passes in a row, no one's near him.
Yeah, they opened us up a little bit.
Can't
there.
have that much space, look. No one near him there. Yoro's got to get closer.
Mateta's put kind of fucking ragdolling the lit at the moment, though. Putting up a bit of a hold-up clinic.
Yeah, it was good there. Come on. Good player, Mateta, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
For some reason, why do you think it is that he's not got the top clubs coming for him? What is it about him that is not a £90 million player for a top team?
How old is he? Is he 27?
Around that.
Yeah. Shit.
Fucking hell, man.
What a nervous shot on edge of the box, straight out.
Free shot, 18 yards
Senna
out.
Lemons, thankfully.
Loose ball.
Well done, Lomans, but I mean, you'd expect him to
Either
save it,
side
wouldn't
would
you?
be fucked.
The main thing is keeping hold of it, innit?
Yeah, that's good hands.
Yeah, he's done well there because one of our previous keepers would have just spilled that straight out to Ismail Assar.
For a tap in. Brian! Oh!
Jesus wept.
Little up kick there from the ground. Well done, Luke. Oh, it's lucky there. Lucky bounce for him, but keep
That's a
Keeper,
terrible
keeper,
ball,
keeper, keeper.
thankfully.
Right, just need a minute here. Because this is the first time they've really got their foot on the ball in it, Palace.
Yeah.
In our half, last couple of minutes. It's an interesting little clearance. Look at this. Boop. Almost gets his face stood on as well.
What do you think about footballers getting their first names on the shirts? It's like Jeremy Pino's got Jeremy on his shirt.
Yeah.
It depends on the circumstances, doesn't it? Like, I remember Jordi Cruyff did it because he didn't want to have Cruyff because he knows of his dad,
Yeah.
which I kind of get.
Grow up. Okay. No offence, but no one thought you were your dad anyway.
What about the ones where people get the first letter?
They might have done in pre-season. He was like Andres Pereira in pre-season. He just, when it got cold, he went to the Dogs.
See, it's just a few elements there in the middle of the pitch where they just balls are bobbling and they win 2 or 3.
Yeah, they
in a
look
row.
a bit sharper to the loose balls. And
Just need to not have this. It's the problem. This is what we've been talking about.
Fucking hell.
He's offside, surely.
My God, we fucking got away with that there. It's not offside. It's like Delit's headed it onto Euro and it's like
But
squirting
is that
through.
does that count as a?
No, because Delit's headed it onto Euro.
Oh
Yeah.
It's a bad miss, that.
Yeah.
He expects him to at least hit the target there. He sort of snatched that almost.
Yeah, it's a poor shot, really. See, that's the sort of goal you just think.
That's the sort of jammy. It's just jammy though, innit? I know it's just.
Nothing. You can't account for that.
Yeah.
Just need a minute here. They're just building up a bit of pressure. We need to remind them that we've got a bit of a sting as well because we've not done anything for about 6 or 7 minutes now. Well done. Overlap.
Yeah.
Pass it. Well done. See, that's what we've got to do. Good runs, good passing.
Hold it.
That's all right.
Long throw coming.
Yeah.
Can I be one of our biggest threats has been set pieces and throws. The start.
Man.
Gaza.
Gary Lineker there.
So what happens now because Delit's had to go to the other side to take the throw. Does he stay there? Does he sprint over?
Lovely length.
Yeah,
Win that.
I knew
you
you'd
got to
say-
win
I
that.
knew you-
Fucking hell.
I was concerned when I saw there was marked to be a race between Mount and
Yeah.
Sa.
Luckily, he's twisted his ankle once already today.
Yeah.
Might just take that extra 5% off. So look at this stuff. They just wait, don't they, Palace? Wait. As soon as you play the ball into the middle, we're on you. As soon as you play it into the middle, we're on you. And you end up doing that and probably losing the ball. Yep. Alright, chill out, mate. Lovely pass. As is that, well done.
Yeah. And that's where it shows good his technical ability. Something like that.
Yeah.
He's giving a foul.
He's not giving a foul.
No.
He's getting a yellow for that.
Yeah. He's in a fantasy as well. So I
don't like it when Mbumo's on a yellow. Didn't like it the other night.
What's the booking for?
Throwing the ball. He threw the ball down in it.
He's frustrated because he thought the foul was soft.
It was fucking soft. There wasn't a foul at all.
It was very soft on Gay. Yeah.
I think that's harsh to get a yellow for, to be honest.
That's mandatory now, though, isn't it? Like
Just throw the ball into the ground.
That's
mandatory. He's not throwing it away. I know. I just think it's just stupid.
What do we saw United concede a goal like that, innit? You know, like a headed onto like a ricochet shin, and it's 1-on-1 on goal.
But that's the maddest thing, innit? You can concede a goal like that, and it's the formation's fault. What's that?
Go on. That's a Buenos. See, that's Jeremy's name's Jeremy Pino.
Yeah. He's a weird player, isn't he? Because he's not very young, is he, Pino?
Villarreal starlet.
Oh, he's 23.
Yeah,
he's quite
young. He played against us like a few years ago for Villarreal, like in Europa League and that. And he's
Jesus Christ.
He was like 19, 20 at the time, kind of just being. Why is he trying to? He must have headed that over out.
Yeah.
Or maybe he just didn't want there.
Come on then. Who's with him? In the middle there. In the middle. Nice.
Yeah, it was a bit of a stinger pass, isn't it?
It's a shit pass. Bobbling, bouncing pass. Absolutely checked to foot there.
Ball that as well. It's a great ball. Corner to Palace.
They look dangerous, man, when they go forward, when he springs.
They do, don't they?
We're
losing the physicality battle in the midfield today.
It got shrugged off the ball then. I mean, it looks a bit rough, but
for some reason, that's less of. I mean, it's not a foul, but that's far less of a collision and interaction than the Mbeumo one that was given 2 seconds ago.
Yeah,
where they're both just next to each other, just nudging.
It's a fair point.
It's like, I get it, neither are a foul. But Ahmad there, just absolutely checked off the ball and straight away they're counter-attacking. Fucking hell. Get it away, lads. Nope, that's not going to do it.
Bloody hell.
Offside, no?
It's all sorts going on there in the box.
No, man, we're hanging on a bit, you know.
No.
Not gonna lie to you. I thought that was offside from the overhead kick, though. On this one,
Casemiro play him on.
This one. I thought like it was.
You can't see it coming.
He misheaded that, you know. That was a chance.
Yeah, he should have got it.
He like headed it into the floor.
Yeah.
The Palace, obviously, as you've seen, are also good from set pieces as well.
Yeah.
Feels like a set piece game at the moment.
Yeah, it does. And they're winning.
I said that over.
Lacroix.
Yeah, had a bit of a reputation. I think he played for Saint. No, was it Wolfsburg he played for?
I think it was Wolfsburg.
I think he was one of the quickest players in the league.
Yeah.
Just done enough to put him off Lenny Euro there.
Yeah, just got underneath him a bit, didn't he? Bloody hell.
It's the bad omen is that Palace are usually a bit this season. They start games pretty slow and end them pretty strongly. Today they've started strong, so I'm hoping they don't get strong.
Probably going to end even stronger, aren't they?
Yeah, that's.
We know we're not.
Yeah, our second half's usually when we a bit worse.
Jesus wept still up.
Just losing every fucking duel.
I mean,
let's be honest.
Yeah,
That's
and
what's
also
happening
when
now.
you throw it
Losing
straight
every
to Palace
fucking duel here. You go 1v1 with everyone, and they just look faster and stronger than us. And then when we do get a chance, we just fucking do that. Shit.
Move his megaphone there.
Nice.
It's chilly as well now, man. It's chilly there.
Fell through. Right,
Hey,
come on then.
go on, we're in
You've
here.
got to take advantage of this.
Wow.
That's horrific.
Or we could just give it away. Still, no.
Look at this. We're
Jesus
shit
Christ,
scared.
Casemiro there.
Shit scared in the middle. Great. That's what you want.
Oh, man,
a
what
ball
do you mean?
behind you at fucking head height. Who's that helping?
Foul.
We're gonna,
This
like
is-
you
this
said,
is
Ronnie.
a
This is a
good position,
choppy
this.
little
Good
scrappy
position.
game.
This is
Someone's gonna
very
score
good
from a set
position.
piece, and we've got to make sure that it's us.
Yeah, it is very scrappy. I feel like a set piece is going to open it.
It's just everyone just banging into each other for 90 minutes. This was what was the other game like this? Was it the Brentford game? Where it was just 90 minutes of players just running into each other and us losing. So many just fucking collisions after collision after collision with bad passing in between. All the best chances have come from either set pieces or mistakes. It's just claggy little game of football so
Yeah,
far.
start getting a bit nervy now.
Go on then, score from this.
Settle the nerves a little. He's actually stood offside there. No, he's not.
Shite.
Come on, Boomer. You got to do
Utterly
better.
terrible
That's
cross.
just a poor cross.
Right, get back, Luke Shaw. Well done, Dilek.
Good.
Oof.
Good pass.
Really good pass.
Bit risky though.
Casemiro, every pass he's had has been like he's stretching for it.
Fucking hell.
Oh. Come out of there with a shot. You expect Lemon to save that, and he did. Wasn't a very good shot, to be honest with you.
I'm hoping that we make them rue these chances because it's looking a bit spooky at the moment.
Yeah. Casemiro there, he's got the ball in the middle. His touch is too heavy, so his pass is bad. Then he dives in, takes himself out of the game against Wharton. And he just passed through you. He's got to be quicker on the ball.
Yeah. It's not really the play though. This.
Just so much of that in it, this game.
Yeah,
So
just a
far.
bit.
Very good game.
Oh, going that way. Banging someone, lose the header, going that way. Fucking hell. Got to find a way to win games like this. Because these are the sorts of games that typically... Well done, Luke Shaw. Great
That's
tackle.
That's better, that.
Good pass here. All that.
Oh, Mason Mount.
It's not
Go on,
bad.
it's a
That's
ball.
not bad. Unlucky.
Oh.
Don't let it bounce. These are the sorts of games we normally lose where it's just a physical, scrappy, shitty battle.
Yeah.
And for some reason we don't have what it takes in those sorts of games. It'd be really good to win this. Obviously for the points and the result itself.
Nah, I
but
hear
just
you. I get your point.
The ability to win games like this is something that we
grind-
we're
shit
so
out
bad
the
at
result
last
of
season.
it.
Yeah.
You used to do
shit
that now
out
and
the
again,
result.
and we never do it.
No, exactly. Last season, every single time a game was like this, we lose it.
lose.
Fucking hell! Did you not think he was going to be there? I think you put your foot on the ball, turn round as long as you want, take your time. That's not what this game's like. They're going to score now.
Oh my God.
Great block. Who's that? Yoro.
Yo.
Hey up. Alright, good ball here now.
Unlucky.
No.
Unlucky.
I have no idea how Palace haven't scored.
I know. This actually gives me a little bit of hope. It's one of them where they've had that many chances thinking, is it going to be one of those where we like get a set piece down the other end or something?
Smash and grab it.
Yeah. Here we go, you see. Corner.
Here we go. Here's for the smash. Sucker punch on the way.
Yeah, man. You feel, you know what it's like this though, don't you? You think like, hang on a minute.
Great block, Lunny.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, that is.
The men's might have saved that, you know.
Yeah, Shaw was on the line as well.
Yeah. Did the right thing, though, innit?
I think we actually had 3 players in a way. Like, I think Le Mans might have saved that as well, and then like Luke Shaw's like stood behind it.
How do we stop games turning into this? Is it possible in the modern Premier League, or do you?
When you say turn into this, what do you mean exactly?
You see Bruno there walking up to the corner, like going, because it's been an up and down. Just a living bleep test of a game this for everyone. 10 yard sprint that way, 10 yard sprint that way, win a header, smash into someone, 10 yard sprint. Like, do we need to keep the ball around our defence a bit more, encourage them to stay back? Is it just a goal will do it? Like, I'm not expecting you to know that. I'm just thinking out loud of like,
in general,
does everyone else just have a load of games like this every season?
In general, I do feel like there is a lack of composure at times from our players, especially midfield.
Yeah.
Like Bruno, who I love, he's not known for his composure at times.
Yeah.
He is someone who's it's like two-touch football, and he's like, as soon as he gets it, he's looking to do something with it, which, you know, is usually a positive trait, but not always. Casemiro, you pointed him out a few times so far this game, who's been a bit erratic, shall we say. And there is an element of that which adds to the general air of, I don't know, almost panic. It's like,
look at this. Every pass is getting worse and worse.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, you need someone like, and I know we could talk about him a lot on this channel. The reason we talk about him is because we all watched him, and we all know how good he was. Someone like a Michael Carrick type player who just puts his foot on the ball, who can calm things down.
Anderson piece.
Yeah, when you need to. Not all the time. Obviously, you know, there's times when you do need a bit more, sort of almost the gung ho attitude. But there's times when you need a little bit of composure to take the sting out of things, and we haven't got those players, or the players don't seem willing to do that or able to do it.
We saw a perfect example of it just a second ago before that throwing. Good touch on looking.
Mason Mount.
And you see this in snooker a lot, where someone will pot a ball and the positional shot for the next one is off.
Yeah.
And
fucking hell, man.
And United there, it was a bad pass to one person, which means the next shot is more difficult. The next pass is more difficult. And you don't miss the next one. You miss the shot 4 shots down the line, because every single shot your position's getting worse and worse because of that first shot.
It's almost like an accumulative
like
thing.
There, I think it was Xerxes gave a pass back to Dallo
in the air.
So Dallo's touch has to be absolutely perfect, otherwise his pass is going to be bad because he's getting pressed. And then each pass is getting further and further away from a good pass.
It's like an infection, and it starts
because the receiver of the ball has to do something increasing the difficult after every pass for it to not go awry. And then eventually that adds up and tells, and the ball goes out for a throw into Palace. And just a bit more quality from the initial pass. Like here, look, we're passing on the ground. I don't know what the fuck that was. He hit that 5 times harder than he needed to.
He's like, people say Xerxes with that, but cool.
No, that's Mount. I don't know what Mount was doing there. Xerxes
just basically short.
Xerxes'
I don't know.
pass I was going to use as an example of that was a better pass to Casemiro, which meant Casemiro's pass was better.
Yeah.
Like, it adds up. Well done, Delict.
Yeah,
well done.
You know, like if you ever play football with good players, you appreciate it, don't you?
Yeah.
Because the pass they'll give you or whatever makes life easier for you.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You can always notice it when you're playing with a really good footballer, because they'll do things like that.
Like even that from Bruno there. It's a 5-yard pass from a free kick, and Delict has to sprint to get to it.
And then we'll just give it to Dean Henderson.
Yeah.
I mean, it's bizarre.
I think we need a set piece. We need, like, the way this game going, I feel like we need like a loose ball to kind of spill up. You know, the same way Mateta got his 1v1.
Yeah.
I feel like we need a bit of luck like that.
Just a little luck.
Yeah, and then it's to get an opportunity.
Come on, Reds.
So like there, you can't do everything perfectly, I get that, but win the ball high up and the pass is a looping ball in the air to Mbeumo.
It's like you were saying, Joe, you know, like good players put it into, like, they'll put it onto the right foot for you. They'll put it in, you know, so you don't have to, or the obvious pass where you don't have to break your stride when you're on a run. You know, those types of passes.
Yeah.
You seldom see that United anymore.
No. One that always springs to mind with that, you know, the Wayne Rooney pass from his own corner in the Champions League final. The clip does the rounds all the time. 2008 over to Ronaldo.
That's my favourite.
And Ronaldo is just 100% sprint the entire time. The ball is in the air for about probably 5 or 6 seconds.
Yeah.
And it lands on his toe in his sprint, and United are basically in their box from our own box.
That would have been the greatest Champions League goal ever.
Yeah.
I think it was then with a diving header.
Yeah, it's Tevez in it at the back.
Yeah.
Is it Tevez at the back post?
Yeah, and then Carrick, I think, has a shot.
Yeah.
But
no, that pass from Rooney is a perfect example of that.
That's why Rooney's
my
penalty.
God.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh, yeah.
It's a good time for me to go have a piss, man. And that's not getting overturned.
No, I mean, my eyesight ain't great, and I thought that was a penalty straight away. And I think Lenny Orro's reaction says it all. Because he doesn't argue, he just goes, he does the whole, oh God. Let's have a look here now. Turn from Matata, just clips him, down here, Euro. Let's have a look.
Oh, it's a bit light, isn't it?
It is light. I think he only just touches him, but I do think there's contact.
Yeah.
Which is why I think he sort of falls at Euro and then just touches him.
Shit though, isn't it? Why are you making an attempt at a challenge from behind?
I don't know. If I'm going to be kind, but did he just fall? Is it like
maybe he just stumbles and trips?
Yeah, I mean, he didn't fall deliberately. I do feel for Euro, but he's just going through it at the minute. Isn't he? It's like he weren't great against Everton. He's obviously a class player. I'm not saying
he's had
he's
a couple
not,
of rough games.
but he's had a couple of ones. I can't watch penalties. I'm not going to start now.
Go on.
There's a surprise.
So annoying, that completely unnecessary. There's just no reason that they should have a penalty in that situation, is there?
No.
We've just fucking done it to
ourselves. It's a weird one because, like, he's fell over. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, in all honesty, he's fell over. It's not like he's done something stupid deliberately. He's literally fell.
Yeah.
So I do feel for him in that respect. But we've had a couple of moments already in this game where it's like you could almost put it down to bad luck, but does bad luck just come from being nervy and being all over the gaff? Penalty, to be fair.
I was hoping he'd miss because I walked off, but
yeah.
I think God was busy doing other stuff.
How did the replay look? As obvious.
He fell into him, but he only just touches him.
Double touch. He has double touch.
Oh!
Isn't that so? What happens is that like penalty missed, or you retake, or what?
No,
is it?
I think that's it.
It's not. You don't get to retake it, do you?
No.
Nah, it's penalty missed.
Yeah, because if he'd have just tapped it a little bit and then shot,
doesn't double touch mean missed pen?
It's got to mean missed pen.
Yeah.
Is he going to check it? Surely you don't need to check it. It's just true or false, isn't it? You don't go and check offside.
That looked like an obvious double touch, though.
Yeah. You can tell the way the ball, the. So is it disallowed goal?
It'll be disallowed.
It's got to be.
Retake?
You said retake?
Why do you get to fucking retake it?
Accidental. I thought. I don't know the rule. I don't know if it's a retake
Obviously,
or a penalty
it must
miss.
be the rules, but that's bollocks.
Yeah.
If you kick it twice, so if he'd have hit it once, completely mishit it, and then runs up and kicks it again because it's not reached the goal, it definitely does. You can see it hit his toe, but he's lucky that you get a second go at that. You're very lucky there.
So what is the rule? Because I think I have seen a double touch pen before.
What was the one we were watching? The Champions League one, but it was a penalty shootout and he did a double touch and that was the end of that.
Yeah. Have they changed the rules obviously since then?
Come on. Hopefully that's got in his head now. Go on, Senna. Alright, son, it's not that deep.
Adam Wharton looking stressed. Other way.
Double touch again.
Do you know what? I swear they do these things just to fucking annoy us.
What are you laughing at? Harvey taking a piss, yeah? Okay. I'm not lying to you, the goal, I feel like the goal, let's talk, we discuss it a little bit. I think the goal was coming, it's been not a great start to the game. I think it's been really scrappy. Feels like we've been second best in pretty much all physical duels. They've been first every loose ball. We look a bit weak. Feel like the only opportunities we could really get to get chances have come from set pieces and long throws. And it just felt like a goal was coming. And I think conceding first to Palace is never the best, especially at Selhurst Park, because they are really good defensively when they can sit in and then break on the counter. So
yeah,
just perfectly set the game up for them, haven't we?
Yeah.
You said that's the first time that's happened in the Premier League.
That's what?
First time that's happened with a double touch.
Is that a new rule?
Yeah, the retakes it.
It's a new rule. Cool.
Did it used to be miss? Like, yeah, I swear, because I've seen a double.
Should be a miss.
It might be in Europe where I've seen it, and it's like a double touch. It's like a disallowed.
Alfred in the penalty shootout.
Yeah, that was it. That was the one I'm on about. Yeah.
Let's score again, yeah.
But they changed the rules. They changed the rules after he did that. Absolute joke.
Glad that Jeremy Pino keeps looking like he's going to slip.
Yeah,
you knew it.
Yeah. You called it. You both did.
It's like you get 10, 15 minutes to see, and then it's like...
They take a while, don't they?
I think Joe called it most. You said at half time they'd probably take him off, innit?
Yeah. Yeah, that ankle never quite made it back, did it?
I said, like, losing Ismail Assar would be a loss to them, and it's an advantage for United, because I do rate him a lot. But watch Eddie Nketiah turn into prime R9 now.
Yeah, I know. It's so expected.
Yeah, he will. He'll have the greatest game he's ever had.
Because the thing is, Nketiah, you can be like off it and not score or nothing like that. But he's one of them players where on his day he can be quite really good.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
He's had like hat-tricks and stuff.
And it'll be like against us.
Yeah, he will. He'll turn into that guy.
And he very much still fits that kind of like physicality, like speed, strong. Do you know what I mean?
And also, they've been all over us with a player who's not even fit.
Yeah.
Because that was early doors, wasn't it, that injury?
I feel like
we could see him run, but he was never like 100%.
No, he wasn't, was he?
And obviously in the Prem, he's like, you need to be like, you need all your players kind of like fully functioning, really.
Fell through.
Yeah.
It's just the inevitability of everything.
Yeah, you see it coming down.
It's so predictable. I'm sick of it. Fucking hell. We're already in the stage now of worrying we're going to get battered.
Hold on.
So even that, I saw,
What's that?
As soon as I saw that pass, I was like, that's way too heavy. I could just see it.
So stupid.
Yeah. So he's good, Casemiro.
Come on, Ahmad.
Go on. It's completely outnumbered though.
Charles,
we don't have overloads anywhere when we play.
Don't do it.
No. Charles Downer says, will someone please get Jay a blanket, some soup and sing soft kitty to him?
I'm sorry. I apologise for sounding as rough as anything.
You sound like United look. No.
The physical manifestation of Manchester United's performance today.
Must be difficult as United pundits to write off players / managers. Says no idle 92. Who did you give the longest grace period when you knew they weren't working, and why?
That's a very, very good question, that.
Players.
Or manager.
Players-wise, it's hard, man. I feel like it's not in my head at the moment, but there are some players where you feel like, oh, they could still be good. They could still be good. And you find yourself doing that for a while. Thingy, who still had really good moments and actually had a decent statistical record at United, fits into that category still.
Go on.
Martial.
Yeah. Martial was a hard one to let go.
He felt like he was still waiting.
Rashford for me is one, 100%.
Good cross.
That is a good cross.
But those players like did things that warranted that faith, like
the shadow's gone.
21 goals in a season, 23 goals in a season, whatever. Do you know what I mean? Fucking hell.
Well done, Xerxes.
Xerxes done well, eh, right.
That was shocking there, isn't it? That's a good cross.
Come on, right,
Another
come on,
go,
Delo.
That's better. Not better. Not enough better, though.
But ball bouncing is not good.
Well done. He made
Did
the right
well,
decision
man.
to not go to the
Yeah,
keeper
yeah.
there because he had two fucking sprinters ready
Rule
to just
number
go
one,
straight
don't let
past
the
him.
ball bounce.
Okay. Guts Door says, but not the system. Every attack, Bambi on ice, apparently. Space Cowboy says, it was a mistake not going for Mateta in the summer. Let's not make it again this summer when he has 1 year left on his contract. Would you fancy Mateta? I'd more than happily have Mateta at United.
I think everyone, when the Mateta links were there in the summer, I actually think a lot of people were like,
Sorry.
yeah, wouldn't mind it.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, people weren't saying, yes, sign Mateta. Some people
No.
were, but people were saying, they wouldn't mind that. Like, as a senior, like, proven striker type of
And you
vibe.
rotate, especially if we're in Europe next season, which by the looks of it we might well not be. But if we were, having Sesko and Mateta as your two strikers, that's the sort of thing you need.
I've got one. I've been trying to think of the player I gave
Oh, go on.
grace period to who was shite. Morgan Schneiderlin.
Did you?
Oh yeah,
You wanted it to
I
work.
stuck up for him so much.
Schweinsteiger?
He was fuck off. He was minty dickhead.
That's a good point. For Bayern?
Every time I think about Snyder, I think
Mate,
about that rap lyric
Do
that
I
I
have to
heard.
remind you of a little game called a 3-1 win over Liverpool? at Old
No, you
Trafford?
don't, because it's seared into my brain at all
Next, you'll
times.
be saying Sofian Amrabat wasn't amazing for Manchester United.
That's true.
What's
Because
going on with
of
you
the FA Cup
sometimes?
final.
Exactly.
The shadow's back. What would you say, Ronnie? What lyric?
I remember every time I think about Snyder, the rap lyric that like a rap grime artist heard when I was a bit younger, said in it, turn a saint to a devil. Like Morgan Schneiderlin.
That's good. That's good, that. That's good. And it's nice as well, because it implies
Yeah.
the idea of
It's rap lyrics.
having
It's
Morgan
rap lyrics.
Schneiderlin in your head whilst you're having sex with a woman, which I always think is a nice thing to give to the people.
I was about to say
listening
rap
music.
lyrics always can be quite laid, but then you kind of ruined it with where you went with it.
You think, I've turned this saint into a devil here. Like Morgan Schneiderlin. Nice of you to have him on your brain. Yeah.
Could have said the same about Luke Shaw, innit?
Yeah,
Just give him time, he'll come good.
he will. Yeah, he might be one. Jav19922 says, thoughts on Joe Root breaking the run record? As in the English one. That was a while ago, wasn't it?
Oh, no, I don't really watch cricket. You two love your cricket.
Yeah, he's great,
Yeah.
great player. Best player I've ever seen in
All-timer.
my lifetime play for England. Guts Doyle, who's been an ever-present member of the Super Chat. Go 4-3-3 or 4-3-2-1. Players will be confident.
That's not going to
It's
happen.
not as simple as that.
It's not going to happen as well. He's not going to do that. I think we need to. We know that, don't we?
We're watching two teams that play similar formations today.
That's a good touch.
Good touch.
Go on, Brian.
Just get he.
No, he's getting there.
Don't run past. Ahmad, you never run past a player like running backwards as a winger. That was one of my pet peeves. You always used to say it. You know, you're a winger and you're going back towards your own goal, and then
Yeah.
your fucking fullback overlaps you.
Yeah.
When you.
Good. Unlucky. Ocean Music says just not physical enough. See, the dynamic's changed since the goal, hasn't it? Where we're being asked to be less physical. Now we're being asked to play football. Can we do that? That's a good tackle. Play on. Fucking come on,
That actually
ref.
looked like it weren't a foul. Just
Come
about.
on, ref. He decided it was a foul before he'd even got there. That's not a foul.
Yeah,
That's not a foul.
not sure.
He doesn't get the man. He literally slides in front of the ball and gets the ball.
It didn't look like a foul first glance, and I'm one of them. I don't really moan about like ref decisions and that, but on first viewing, it didn't look like a foul to me. It looked like he got the ball.
Yeah. Luke Hutchie says, call me crazy, but I'd rather see Mount left wing back than Dallo.
Everyone finds a way
He
to
did
moan
that.
like
For
that.
a
I don't
bit,
think
didn't he?
they'll.
Mount played left wing back against Grimsby for 10 minutes. Was it
Yeah.
Brentford? I can't remember. It might have been both.
Look at that. 3 balls in a row they've won there, Palace, and then won the second ball on the 4th one. Good
That's a
tackle.
tackle, that.
It's a foul on Shaw, that. Shaw won the ball and then got booted. Go on,
Good
inside.
tackle. Oh shit.
Stay there
Bloody
still.
hell.
How good's Casemiro in a box? In like defensive,
In that position, he's
instinctively,
brilliant.
I'd say we play on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
Yeah,
fucking
fuck
did.
him, he's fine.
Pass. Play the ball. Slow.
Alright, come on, pick a pass out.
Very hopeful.
I don't know.
Good touch. That's all right. Sahaj Shetty. I just don't get why it pains us to admit that the two midfielders we have are extremely inconsistent and indisciplined for the Premier League. Better players just bring better rhythm to our game. I agree. In that position, we're not good enough. And the players aren't suited to that. Bruno isn't suited to that. Even though I think he does a decent job.
He's gone from being a midfielder who's one of the best in the world, though, further forward, to someone who's okay.
Yeah.
That's the worry, isn't it?
Yeah.
You've sort of changed him to say, well, you're not getting the best out of him. And like, yeah, you'll still get like goals and assists from him, and you still see those moments where you think, wow, he's one of the few players that can do that. But on the whole, I don't think anyone can argue that Bruno Fernandes has been better since he's moved positions than he used to be. So I don't think that's true at all.
No. See, look, he's pushed a bit further up now.
That's what I mean. He's better further forward.
Actually, look at the box.
Do you know what?
Just guessing.
I know.
Like,
I noticed that against Everton, there was too much of that.
Oh my
God.
Oh my God.
Is that Delitz who's fell over?
Yeah.
Has he got his head up here, this lad?
He's done
I'm not
well there.
Is that
I'm not
really
lying.
sure?
He was shitting it the whole time there in
Nketiah
Nketiah.
never 1 second looked like he was scoring.
No, he didn't. He was
Not for 1
absolutely
minute he
shitting
looked
it.
like he was scoring. I actually didn't have any concerns. He looked so like
How slow did he
unsure.
look? Yeah. He was terrified to take a
Oh,
touch.
shit.
Hold on.
It's good pass.
Come on, Ahmad. Go on, son. Go on, son. Go on, Delo.
He's been poor, Dallo, I'm
He
afraid.
has.
In the final third in particular, it's all over the place from him. Crosses to no one, bad touches, shit passing.
Yeah.
Guts Doyle says, let's play 5 at the back and concede more than anyone. And he also says, thank you for all these super chats, they should be 3-0 up. Maybe look at the circus. Okay. Thank you. Zachary Purvis says, this team just isn't fit for purpose. Players aren't good enough. The coach isn't good enough. Board's not good enough. We're a mid-table team now. I think he's thrown the towel in a little bit there.
I don't blame him. Fucking hell.
I feel like with crosses we've not got the greatest box threat unless Casemiro's in there.
Good ball. Good touch. Well, not a good touch. Good enough touch.
Mitchell's a good defender as well.
It's a foul.
That's a good turn.
Really good turn.
Brown and Boomer. Yeah, it's frustrating this.
Some good last.
Sometimes Delitz just has these moments, doesn't he? I mean, he's fell over. It's not his fault, but fucking hell.
Look at him. Oh my! He's like he's tugging a caravan.
Yeah, he was worried there, wasn't he? If that's Mateta, it probably takes
I do
touch and
I
knocks
do
it.
usually emphasise with players. I usually tell when you have a 1v1 on a keeper and you start from that far out halfway line. Technical actions when you're tired can look a bit off. So like once you actually get there and you actually have to shoot, you're a bit out of breath.
Yeah.
And
But he's only
it
just come on. He shouldn't be that out of breath.
He's still running a distance.
I know you could have had a little sprint.
But he looked a bit lumbering
He
there,
looks
innit?
slow.
Yeah.
He's not a slow.
And
he's
Nketiah wasn't slow. He's
He's
quite
not
like
lightning,
a powerful.
but he's quite quick. I can't see anything there.
I couldn't see where the ball went.
Win
at all.
that.
Letting the ball bounce causes this.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, I'm surprised.
You got
he's
away with that,
given
you know.
It's half time. Is it half time?
Yeah, half time.
What's happened here? Is he giving a booking out?
I think it's you blew half
It
time.
looked like he was putting his hand in his pocket though. Half time then. Palace 1-0 up. Choppy, scrappy little game, Jay, as we've said so much over the last 2 years. Back and forth, physical battles. Certainly for the first until they got their goal basically. United largely losing those physical battles.
Yeah.
Do you know what? You could just record us saying this and play it every fucking game. It's the same thing, innit? Like it is. We almost knew what was going to happen,
Yeah.
and it's come to fruition. I think. Did any of us predict a win today?
No.
You predicted 1-1.
I predicted 1-1.
You predicted a loss. I predicted a loss. So we could all end up. Well, not all, but so
Yeah.
Any of those things can happen. But I think the point is, there's a reason we didn't predict to win is because we've seen United, we know what we're about, and we know that far too often we're just not at the races. And is that going on today? Like, you both mentioned it, and it's a good point. Do you know, like, if someone's trying a fucking 70-yard pass and it don't come off, then fair enough, I get that. And there's times when you think, all right, it was the right idea or whatever. But there's times when it's just a 5-yard pass or whatever, and it's just behind, or there's a pass and it's fizzed at someone's heel.
Yeah.
And you're like, what the fuck is he meant to do with that? Or there's a pass at chest height when it doesn't need to be. Like, it's just stupid, isn't it? Like that. And then defensively, there's a nervousness there that's just all over the gaff. A couple of times, the Litz looked a little bit all at sea. Yoro obviously fell over for the penalty. Yeah, even Le Mans, one of his passes put us in trouble. Like, I just think we need a little bit more composure. And I just don't know where that's going to come from. I don't know.
It's annoying as well, isn't it? Because we haven't had loads of great chances, but there's the Mbermo one after 40 seconds that I thought was going to go in. There's the Casemiro one a yard out after 5-6 minutes, whatever it was. I can tell you what it was. That was also the first minute.
42 seconds was Casemiro.
42 seconds. Where if either of those go in, I know they were in the same kind of thing, but the two players sort of having a go, if they go in, it's obviously a different game. But, like you said, for large portions, especially until they got their goal, which was the 36th minute, I thought the first 10 minutes were pretty even, but then there was a 25-minute spell there from the 10th minute to when they scored their goal, where it was just increasing dominance from Palace, and not in terms of controlling the ball all the time, but like we've said so many times, these physical games where it's just ball in the air, two players smacking into each other, another ball in the air, two players smacking into each other, someone pushing someone on the floor, the ref going like that, play on, and it's them who come out of that little cluster of interactions with the ball time after time after time. When we have these physical, high sort of physicality games, United are the ones that end up being second best all the time. Yeah. And then when you do have to play out from the back and they let you get the ball in the middle of the pitch and then close you down like you wouldn't believe, the passing ability isn't there. The ball's behind each other. It's the same thing, like you said, we can repeat what we've said so many times. Saw it against Brentford, we saw it against Everton last week. And I don't think we're as bad as we were against Everton. We look a little bit sharper and a bit more up for it. But when it comes to these heavy, high-intensity sort of battles, United look like we're scared to get injured or scared to, I'm not gonna lie to you,
I disagree. I think we look just as bad as Everton game.
Do you think?
If I'm honest,
I think we look faster when we're on the ball than we did against Everton. But I
just think it's been a really bad watch. And I know sometimes a lot of the talk gets boiled down to like tactics, like system, way of playing. There's factors in that, but I feel like we've lost pretty much every single duel today. Lost every duel. Players are second to every loose ball. We look a little bit physically weaker, especially in the midfield. We've massively lost the physical battle in midfield today as well.
Yeah.
And I think we're lucky not to be 3 or 4 down. It's been quite a...
Do you think?
Yeah.
I think that's a bit harsh.
Really?
I think if you're giving them every chance they've had, then we should have got a goal or two as well. I think like Casemiro's header from the set piece and the Casemiro one from a yard out. Do you know what I mean? I think if they should have had 3 or 4, we should have had
1v1, Mateta 1v1.
Yeah, but that was blocked, wasn't it? That never even got to be a shot. I get your point.
Jeremy Pino block from Lenny Euro to basically.
Yeah, so if they all go in, we should have a couple as well.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think if you still wait the chances, there'll still be a 3 or 4 goal gap. My point is they've dominated, looked more threatening, and that's whilst them not having to play that well. They've just been a little bit stronger and faster.
Yeah, they have.
And it felt like every single ricochet was going their way. They were a little bit a bit more urgency, and it's just been a bit. I don't know. It's just poor week in, week out, and I'm almost getting bored of it at this point.
Fuck off with that.
What?
Steven Gerrard kissing the camera shite. We still won the league that season. People forget.
Yeah. It's the same thing we've seen so many times over the last, I'd say, from Ten Hag's second season till now.
Yeah.
These sorts of games make up about 50% of the games that we see.
And it's a shame because it almost gets normalised.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, same old, and it shouldn't be. Manchester United should be going to a place like Selhurst Park and winning. It's that simple. We should. We should be good enough to beat Palace. I know Palace are a good team, but we should be. But we're not. And none of us expected us to. And it's sort of accepted now that we'll go to Selhurst Park and struggle. And I saw a stat then on our graphic that if we lose today, I think, or don't win, it's the longest we've gone against one team since what was it? Sorry, was it only the third longest we've gone at without a win against a certain team.
Whoever made the graphic, what does it say?
What did it say?
Okay.
Was it something about? There was one that it said. Oh yeah, no. There was a graphic there.
We'll get it back up on the screen. But
When it comes up,
yeah.
Sorry, I can't remember what it was, but like basically this will be our 5th consecutive game without winning against one team, which is the longest we've gone.
Okay.
Since the 1920s or something. When the graphic comes up, you'll see what I'm on about. Sorry, I've not explained that very well. Forgive me, I'm all over the gaff. I just don't want to get too melodramatic after 45 minutes.
There you go.
Thank you.
Man United have failed to score in each of their last 4 Premier League games against Crystal Palace. Only Blackburn against Blackburn in 1920 to 22 and Everton 71 to 73 have they ever failed to score in 5 consecutive league games.
I got that completely wrong. That was the stat I was looking for. So yeah, I mean that is abject, isn't it? It's fucking pathetic.
Yeah. That just feels like another record every other week. There's a worst ever record being broken.
There was one that this will be the second one this week.
Yeah, it's just
because we had one on Monday.
Yeah, the
first time we've lost at home to a team with 10 men.
It's just if we're being honest, it's just literally 95% of the time since Amarim's been here, it's been shite really.
Would you get rid of him?
Do you know what I mean? I've literally been on the Amarim out kind of side of things ever since the Brentford game. You get slightly sucked in by the 5-game unbeaten streak and the 3 wins in a row that we had, and thought, have we turned a corner here? Turns out that was just really flash in the pan, purple patch, kind of short-termism, kind of percentage football, going long and hoping like Cunha and Mbumo like fashion something. And then ever since then, you've had, if we obviously lose today or we don't win today, that's going to be 4 Premier League games in a row where we haven't won. And then if you look at the entirety of the tenure, it just feels like it's been 90% of the time it's been more bad.
So you would sack him?
Do you know what?
Would you sack him today?
After losing to Palace?
Let's say we lose, would you sack him today?
I wouldn't sack him today, because then it's like, who do you get in? I think it's the fact of the replacement being such an important decision that would be the biggest concern. And I do think December period going into a run of like 6 or 7 games, it's a tough time to kind of get rid of a manager and start again. But I'm just of the opinion where I'm not quite sure like where the end game will be with this gaffer. And I think that's something that Jason Wilcox and the likes of Brad have to think about. It's not to think about how much progress can we see. They've got to think about what is the actual ceiling of a Manchester United under Amarim. Do you know what I mean? And at the moment, it seems like for the most part we were mid-table side and below.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And that's still after the influx. I know Cunha's not playing today, but we still look poor for the most part, with 200 million invested in the forward line and replacements.
I would disagree that the front line has looked poor.
I didn't say the front lines look poor. I said the teams look poor, even adding.
But I think if you're referencing the 200 million we spent in the front line, that has gone a long way to making us score more goals and look more and look better in the final third, which is what their job is to do.
Look better in the final third, yeah. But outside of Mbumo's, there's not been much output from the other two.
Yeah.
Well, I think.
Go on, Jay.
I'm not trying to sit on the fence and play devil's advocate. You said something. I think you might have said it last week about, like, obviously you've been very supportive of Ruben Amorim, and I'm not trying to get carried away. It's a poor 45 minutes. I'm not saying, right, get rid of the manager, but you said something about like preparing for the next manager if you are going to get rid of him.
Yeah.
Like if Ineos are looking at this and going, this isn't going the way we hoped it would go.
Yeah.
Then I think you should be looking at the next managers come in, not in terms of getting him in now, but in the summer. That should be what you're doing. You're going, look, let's look at who the candidate can be for taking over from Ruben Amorim, and then we move for him in the summer or ahead of the summer if this carries on. Mm-hmm. I think those conversations should be happening now. I think they really should be thinking about it, because I don't think what we should be doing is just waiting.
Conversations internally or with managers?
No, internally.
Okay.
Internally, you should be drawing up a shortlist. You should be going, look, this is who we can get in, who's going to take over and who can turn this around.
Yeah.
Like in the summer. I don't think getting rid of him now is the answer personally, but I definitely think we should be looking at eventually making that move, because my only thing with doing it now is
I mean, it's half time would be one thing. We could still win the game.
Yeah, could still win the game. He's just.
I was just thinking, getting rid of him now. Like, who are you going to get in? Are you going to get someone in now? If he sacks Ruben Amorim, right? If Ruben Amorim gets sacked in the next month or so, the chances are a caretaker comes in, like Darren Fletcher or someone, takes over to the summer. And then in the summer, you get a permanent manager in that isn't Darren Fletcher. Yeah, unless he does an ollie and just smashes it that much, so you have to give him the job. And I just think, what's the point in that? Like, unless you think Darren Fletcher or whoever's going to come in, turn it around so much you get Champions League football by the end of that. I just think that's highly unlikely. I think the best thing to do would be go, right, we'll give you a full season. You have your full season. And then if it's at the end of the season with 10th or whatever, you're gone. But you have to start having a think right now who you're going to go for in the summer, or at least start looking at those managers, even if you're not buying them, not getting them.
It's two types of analysis, though. Your analysis can be results based, or it can be performance based.
The good thing is, we're shit at both of them.
Do you know what I mean? United are shit at both for the most part.
So
do you know what I mean?
Solves that problem.
So then there isn't that much that redeeming factor, because if you're losing games or you're drawing games where you feel like United are an enjoyable watch still, they're performing well, sometimes you can still hang your hat on that a little bit, but United are just failing on both points. I think you know what it is with it in terms of just managerially, I've of the belief of like sacking Amorim now inconsequential, because I actually believe I don't see him being here past the end of the season anyway, unless Jason Wilcox and Brad have a really low bar on what they expect us to achieve. If he finishes 8th or 7th, will they still go ahead and keep him?
I think they'll keep him if he finishes 7th.
Do you know what I mean?
100%. I think they will.
And personally, I think 7th in the current setup of the Premier League and what I've seen, with United having no European football to contend with as well, when our rivals do, I think that'll be a bit of a failure as well, to be honest with you. But as I said, I'm always looking further ahead. When I'm judging a manager, I'm thinking not just how poor he is now. I'm thinking what do you reckon the best version of Manchester United is under the scaffold? And I don't think he'll even be good enough still. So there's
one stat, I think we've said it, like, you know, I know you like a bit of XG and all that. So expected goals for Palace is 1.70, from United is 0.97. But then you go XG from open play. From Palace is 0.67, which isn't amazing. But for United is 0.01.
But because I will say, you know, we speak about the gaffer. We speak about the gaffer.
Well, I imagine that's not set pieces, isn't it? So you should be at least having some chances better than fucking 0.01.
We speak about the gaffer as well. I will say today's still one of them where there's been a lot of poor performances individually as well. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So it's like there's a lot of technical issues today in terms of people just being stopping the ball. I think that's been from both sides.
But does the manager not set those standards a little bit though?
Nah, because you're right. You know what it is? The blame's always shared. Do you know what I mean? It's not absolute. So, unfortunately, you talk about the gaffer the most because he's the overseer. They usually take the most accountability, don't they, and most responsibility for, especially in a team sport like this, and it's more like when you look at the personnel group and you're thinking, are they overperforming, underperforming? Should it be doing better? I think most people think that we do. But I think there's also this thing now where the way the team's been set up and the way that certain players have been platformed and their performances are so bad, it almost does feel like United under Amorim is kind of like, not gaslighted, but it's moulded fans into the opinion that the players are worse than they are. Do you know what I mean? I think there's a lot of that as well. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm not here saying there's a bunch of world beaters in the team, but I feel like there's a lot of players that aren't as bad as they've been performing. Yeah, is my thing.
And I agree with what most of both of you have said, to be honest, over the last 10 minutes. I think bringing a manager in with a completely different system is always going to be difficult to change to, innit? And whether we got the best out of this 11 or not, completely changing to a system that didn't suit most of them was always going to be a big risk, because you either it turns out they can't do it, which is the most likely thing, and therefore you have to replace maybe 8, 9, 10 of the team. Yeah. Or you get really lucky and they just so happen to have been able to play a system that they've never played before. Yeah. Which is very unlikely. So then what happens is you've got players who are like Ronnie said, playing under their maximum across the board, which as we said before the game, in the Premier League is enough to not win most weeks. So then you either have to say, right, we're going to back this manager and get him 8, 9, 10 new players, which isn't unique to Amorim, by the way. Klopp had that before he started winning. Arteta had that before he started challenging. Pep had similar to that before he started challenging, and he was already taking over a team that was champions.
Yeah.
You have to do that. But can you stomach being this shit in the meantime? Do you keep the faith that it will ever turn around? Because like Ronnie said, do you just assess it that the limit of this system, whether the players are good enough or not, and whether the players suit the system or not, is 4th or 5th? And if so, then you would get rid of him. If you think the maximum this sort of system in the Premier League can ever be is 4th or 5th, then why would you keep him?
It feels like it's not a very high ceiling way of playing in the Premier League anyway.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? That's the way I view it. Oh my God. But stuff like that's the thing. Stuff like that is that's when you'll be like, okay, no.
Right, go on, Baron. Come on, Ahmad. Do something, son.
It would be nice to have a better second half though, because this is the thing. 1-0, you're still always in the game.
It's a shot.
Yeah. Okay, United could still win this game.
Casemiro.
It's just we've seen so much of this, isn't it, over the last
comfortably
18
saved,
months.
but
I just think, as I said before the game, you concede goals, it just kind of spots.
Yeah.
It becomes difficult then.
Sorry, go on.
Paul Madison says, no way Jay is using a hanky in the year of our Lord 2025.
Nah, it's tissue.
Yeah, he's got some tissues. Mike Smalling says, Luke Shaw is still having the longest grace period I've ever seen. Should have gone 5 years ago. Never been the same after the leg break. I seen it. Yeah, there is an element of that with Luke Shaw, isn't there? You're always waiting for him to do something that he's never done before. He's had a couple of seasons where he's been really good, but he's been here 10 years. I think he's been okay this season, but again, he's playing out of position.
We get a Henderson blunder with his sons in his eyes.
I'd love that.
Probably
Honestly,
not. He'll have the best game of his life. I tell you when we will get a Henderson blunder. You can put your fucking house on this
Next game.
next week.
yeah.
He will do an absolute Pickford and be sensational in this game, and then probably rush out, give a penalty away, and drop one through his legs next week. Whoever Palace have got, that's what I can guarantee. Conga says they changed the rule for double touch on pens this season. Unintentional double touch penalties will be allowed to be retaken, but only if the kick was successful. I hate rules like that. I hate rules like that.
Yeah, because I was pretty sure I've seen a double touch pen. It might have been in Europe or internet where it ended up being like the goal's just ruled out and it's like a pen miss.
I literally hate rules like that.
And I think you get a free kick from the pen spot, don't you?
Because that's another rule that I've said before on here. I hate that the handball rule is different if you're attacking to if you're defending. Like if the ball hits your hand and then you tap it in afterwards, that's not a goal. Whereas if the ball hits my hand and then you score afterwards, it is a goal. It's like the rules should just be this is the rule. So if you take a double kick, that should be a retake every time, whether you missed it or not. Or it's just no goal.
I do agree with that. He said only if you score. I feel like it should be double touch, even if you miss, you retake.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just kind of like.
Because that's under the assumption that the double touch is always benefiting the goalie, and the goalie needs a second chance at saving it. But I just think that's rubbish. If Dalot scores, I'll streak, says Daniel Thompson. Assuming you're not at the game, based on the super chat, it's less exciting the old streak if you're just in your living room, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it still counts though.
Does it? Playing shit for 12 months, but the manager is fine, says Guts Doe. Guts Doe has been really active in the super chat.
Thank you,
today.
Guts.
Very much.
He's had enough.
He's had enough. He's more than had enough.
I understand people that have had enough. I'm not going to criticise anyone that's like, this isn't, a manager who finished 5th last season and has lost a couple of games. It's obviously we've struggled since he arrived. So I get when people are fed up. You better watch football because it's your hobby. It's something that gives you enjoyment, and it's not been enjoyable at United. And it's not just Ruben Amorim. It wasn't enjoyable for a big chunk of Erik ten Hag's last year or whatever. But I get why people are like, this ain't okay. We went out in the summer, we went big, and we thought, okay, there's going to be a positive impact, and it's just not really materialised. We're going to finish if it carries on like this, where will we be in the league?
Today?
I think 10th.
10th.
I think we stay where we are.
See, so it's
12th.
12th.
Yeah.
Right, well, that's not good enough, is it? So I get why people are frustrated. I can't blame anyone.
It's just poor, that man.
It's
so poor you thought it was it had to be a deflection.
I was waiting for the corner. Honestly. What is that?
Just utter shit is what it is.
I had an overload back post as well.
I can't cope with that. Half our players spend half the time putting their hands up apologising for shite.
Don't apologise. Do better next time.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes my criticism of what the players do is mistaken for defending what the manager's done.
Well, both things can be true. Right.
And they can be separate from each other. There are areas where they overlap, but some of the passing and just the touches and the quality of ball striking in the game today and last week, it's just shit.
Both touched on it today.
It's
You both
just
said
shit.
about like picking out a player or hit, like, you know, looking past. I know at times there isn't anyone where they should be, but there's times when they are.
Like,
it just seems like every pass is just hit an hope.
Dallo, a couple of ones on the left hand side in the first half where the ball's dropping. You think, I know it's not easy to do.
Fuck me.
It's not easy to strike a ball when you're volleying it, but you're not paid to do easy stuff.
No.
You're paid to do stuff that 99% of the world's population can't
Go
do.
on.
Tackle that, to be fair.
And like the touches and like some of Xerxes' layoffs and Casemiro's passing and Ahmad's crossing, they just think you're paid to do difficult things.
Yeah.
And so often when someone does something and there's a chance, they've got it wrong. And when Mbermo comes in and shows the difference straight away, you realise what we've got used to. And the manager can do better in loads of different ways, but to just not talk about him for a minute, some of the quality from the players, and Delic slipping over and leading to a one-on-one. Delic kicking it at Yoro and Yoro miscontrolling it, leading to a one-on-one. Yoro slipping over and giving a penalty away. It's just fucking shambolic stuff, innit?
I know, man.
Fella.
That should be a booking.
You know, a little tactical one.
Because he stopped a counter-attack there. Fucking hell. Should have just given us another touch and we'd have stopped it ourselves. What was that? We take that free kick quick and it's a misplaced pass, was it?
Yeah,
Like, why is everyone controlling it into a Palace player? Good luck with that, by the way.
He's
And look at that! What is this?
You know what I mean?
Every pass is shit. That's a foul. Crap ball up to Xerxes. Crap touch. Crap ball by Casemiro.
Eddie Nketiah's been
God's
fucking
sake.
shite since he's come on.
Yeah, he's been crap. Luckily,
the dangerous side comes off.
just horrible to watch, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just bad quality football.
It starts creeping in this, and it's like, what's
You reckon
about?
Mazraoui's coming on for?
Don't know.
This is a sort of substitution that infuriates everyone.
It's gonna be for like Ahmad or something,
Yeah,
innit?
yeah.
Or
This is where people start losing
It's
their
going to be
minds.
for someone more attacking than he's replacing.
Go on, Xerxes.
Whoa! Yes! What a goal!
Yes! Oh my God.
Jesus Christ!
Fucking go on, son.
Hey, there's a bit of fucking quality. Fucking hell! That's good.
Henderson blunder.
That's more like it. Doing something difficult. What a finish that is. Xerxes with his back to goal,
Henderson blunder.
basically on the goal line. That is an unbelievable finish. Has it gone
Sorry.
through his legs or what?
I've been sat on this this tweet that someone tagged me and Ronnie in about Xerxes, and now I want to retweet it.
What does it say?
Just basically having a go for picking Xerxes and I predicted 11.
I love that. It's poor from Henderson. That's a brilliant goal. Oh, he's not. You know what? He goes.
Nice, good
he
finish,
goes to
man.
his left.
Good finish.
I thought he'd got caught at the near post. That's just an
Oh, what a
incredible
finish.
because that goes the sort of traditional side of him. That goes to his left hand side. He's not beating at the near post there. It's just an amazing finish from Joshua Xerxes. That's unbelievable.
Who was he taking? I reckon he was taking Xerxes off, you know.
What for Mazraoui?
That was it. It's fuck off and follow City if you want this useless shithouse to start. There you go, I'll just retweet that.
Good lad.
Because that's how it
That's
works,
my
innit?
striker. 1 goal in 25
Yes!
league appearances.
Consistency.
Time for the smash and grab.
No,
Oh, he took your off.
I don't hate that, to be honest.
It's sad to see, but I get it.
He's not. Had a
Second
not
half for a
his best game,
Mentado.
is he? We've scored too early. Palace will just push on now and win. Nice to see a bit of something. They won it. Great touch, great goal from Xerxes. That's the best thing he's ever done in the NBA. and to be fair, even if he'd been really good, that's still it. That's a world class finish.
It's a great finish. It's a clever free kick from Bruno.
Yeah,
as well.
it is. Yeah, Yoro looking really bothered on the bench there.
Yeah,
wasn't
it's
he?
not nice to see that.
Are they going to lose? To be fair, they went 1-0 up and lost to Strasbourg.
Right, we're
as
so
well.
far away from winning this game. Let's not talk about that yet. because they'll just step it back up again now. What do we do in the next 20 minutes? Because what seems to happen is
Not concede.
you realise that the other team was letting us have a bit more of the ball and all that, and now they'll step it back up. Because what you want is you score one goal and you have all the momentum to get the second. But so often with United, it's actually we've just awoken the dragon and we end up conceding straight away.
What XG was the I know we were gonna hate
The goal?
No, not the goal. The thingy's chance in the first half, or was it low because he was close to the keeper? Casemiro.
No, 0.5.
All right, that's still quite high.
That's ridiculously high.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what the goal was. 0.03.
What a finish.
That's a
It's an unreal
fucking
finish.
great goal,
It's
that,
an
by the way.
unbelievable goal, yeah.
Like,
Fantastic goal.
everything
Fantastic.
about it.
Because it doesn't even rely on Henderson getting it wrong at his near post. He goes the other side of him. It's just a brilliant goal.
Nice chest and then fucking deal with that, boy.
A lot of players slipping today.
Yeah, there are. Oh, God. All right, come on. Oh, does well there. Win that. You're just giving fouls for the sake of it there. You just gave that because everything's
so
slow.
like-
It looked like a foul, so he just gave it.
It's so like loose bally and that, isn't it?
Loose women.
Nice.
Feels like it's very. The only thing that now, with obviously Mazraoui coming on, he's a defender for like Euro. It's like it's a little bit less height for the set pieces as well.
Yeah.
It's not always about height though. Defending set pieces, you know,
No.
helps, but it's like it's just a lot. Who's got the desire to go and head the ball out?
And
Basically,
who reads it well as
yeah,
well.
who
There's a reason Casemiro wins so many, and he's tall, but he's not the tall. He's 6'2". He's not a freak.
Fucking, I thought Xerxes was going to get there.
What was Casemiro
Goal,
doing there?
Not that there was much he could do about that.
No. How's he free like that?
Because
Though?
it's Casemiro at the back post did a little fake run, stopped his run, and then just never ran the second time. Imagine that.
That'd be the most Manchester United thing ever.
Yeah, it would.
He does feel like we was going to concede a goal like that today. You know, something where that would have just
Yeah.
gone in the bottom corner.
Bobbly, bouncy, deflection. There's been a lot of that. Good header.
Good see, good defending, good numbers.
It's a good little cross as well.
Yeah, that was good technique.
Good touch. Can't end up with them coming away with this here. Look at this.
Offside.
Yeah.
Look at the state of that.
See,
How
there's a lot
was
of
the
that.
ball
It's-
just bouncing up for? It's horrible. Absolutely horrible.
Game's on a high finish now, you know.
Yeah.
Can't nick it.
Hey boys, this is from Monmouthshire. Just want to say, get better, Jay.
Thank you, appreciate
And
that.
something off topic. Who do you like more, Welshman or Scottish or Irish?
Well, I am.
I like how you're just answering this straight.
I love everyone.
I used to live in Wales,
Yeah.
so I've got an affiliation with them.
With the people nice.
Nah, they were racist. They were like.
Why do you think you've got an affiliation with
Well, you know,
them? They were my racists.
yeah, they moulded me into the man I am today. I am.
That was great timing. That.
Yeah, I am 1/8 Irish as well.
There you go.
So I've got
Yeah.
an affiliation with them, and
Scott.
I do like Scott McTominay and that.
Yeah.
So like the Scottish.
You could tell
Yeah,
that was
I
a
like
shit pass, couldn't you?
From the moment he hit that, I thought,
Yeah.
what was he doing?
that's
You know what I mean?
No, they're racist. It was ridiculous.
Not saying all Welsh
I'm not
people
laughing
are
at that, but
racist.
just-
I'm just saying that when I went to school in Wales, or your skull, as it was called.
Nice.
Yeah, they were a little. I don't think they'd had many people like me, to be fair. So I bore the brunt of their anger.
Yeah. Sirius Fakrabadi says, We all know it takes time, but playing Casemiro and Shaw and even Bruno when they won't be there next season bothers me. We didn't choose long-term and not get results short-term. We lose both ways. Spencer Jordan said, do we genuinely see a new personnel making that much of a difference to this setup? I think we could win more games short-term with a different manager. But you realise after a season and a half as United manager, it's not about the short-term.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, it's about
Once the short-term goes away, you're getting sacked anyway. You need to be getting us back to challenging for the league titles, and if you don't, the short-term's irrelevant. Discombobulate 453 says Cunha's the link between midfield and attack, and boy do we miss him. It'd be great to have him on the last 2 games, especially that Everton game.
yeah.
His ability in and around the edge of the box.
That's
in
a
terms
foul,
of,
by the way.
did we get one?
No, it wasn't given. So I reckon if he scored, it might have been ruled out.
Yeah.
Did look like a foul initially, anyway.
David Taylor says all I want for Christmas is United to get 3 points. This is the sort of ground for me where if you get 3 points, it sort of doesn't matter how. Obviously, a good performance is always better than a bad performance. But they're the sort of team that is hard to play against.
Go on.
Yeah, we're in here.
Not with them, we're not.
It's a free kick. Right.
Got a chance
Here we
here,
go.
you know.
Bruno.
Palace played 2 days ago a full-strength side. Top 6 out of the question. Oh, well, maybe Amram will prove Sir Jim right in his 3rd season. Nice bit of sarcasm there. Very well said. Also, is Jay doing an impression of Keir Starmer?
I'm very nasally, aren't
Palace should be
Mr.
4-0.
Speaker.
Slapped by his own system. Guts Doyle just absolute hitting the zingers all day today. The K-pop lore.
I think Bruno scores his free kick, by the
Forget the
I
system.
agree.
We just have terrible
way. I
players.
have a feeling.
I'm with Ronnie on this.
Yeah, he scored.
2-1. Bruno Fernandes. Watch.
Stop with this most set pieces goal graphic that you've got.
They've showed it 9 times.
Chill out with it.
At
I
this
know.
moment.
Every time anyone gets a corner or a free kick. How many times were they direct free kicks?
Time is it? 24 plus. I just have a feeling. As soon as the free kick was given away, I kind of felt sun's in Dean Henderson's eyes. He can be one of those, I'm standing and made this look like I got beat by something incredible.
Just because that.
Jeremy Pino's in the wall, who's 5'3".
What's that then? Was that Mason Mount? He laid it off to Mason Mount, innit? Yes. Yes. He laid it off to Mount.
Come on! Low goal driven through the wall, near post.
It's on.
I fucking
Come on!
I thought when
What's
Mason Mount
up
stood
with
there, why is
everyone?
Mason
Everyone's
Mount
mad at something. What's happened?
stood there? Why is he stood there and he laid it off to
What are they
him?
moaning about?
I don't know. The palette.
They're moaning because of the shit.
There's not a VAR piece. On
It's
the
the
way here, is
fuck.
there?
Now wrong with that.
Is it Xerxes or something?
Look.
No.
Fucking well worked. Straight off the training
Right,
ground.
There's literally
Bruno
no,
just knocks it to
there's,
Mount.
There's nothing to moan about.
No, nothing to moan about. Drills it through the wall, which is
Yeah.
separated because they're trying to close the ball down. Near post. Henderson's too slow. Goal.
We were
Brilliant.
sort of right, Ronnie.
Yeah, he scored the free kick. It wasn't
Yeah.
Bruno, and it wasn't a free kick, but it sort of was a
Well,
free
we
kick.
said we wanted to see something from
No,
Mount today.
it was a free kick.
Is that a
Like,
free kick?
Did catch him.
It is. No, I don't mean that. I mean the thing we scored from was that.
Oh,
did we
right.
score from a free kick? We did, but we didn't. You know what I mean? Same
It's
thing.
Schrodinger's free kick.
Schrodinger's free kick. I don't know what.
What's he moaning about?
Upset there.
Is it not that rule that you can't be within a certain amount of yards of the wall?
Oh yeah, Xerxes. Isn't, you're meant to be within a metre of the wall, aren't you?
Laid it off.
And Xerxes was.
Yeah, go on. Fucking take the piss.
Who'd have thought would have been?
Oh, God.
That
Jesus
is
Christ.
genuinely horrendous. And then to pull that out 1 second later, a pass 10 times more difficult. It's
Go on,
baffling. It is!
Go on.
I thought he was actually going to bang that in then. I actually thought he was going to score.
That's mad, that Xerxes, isn't it? He's got 2 men on and he plays it straight to Palace player. And then he's surrounded by 3 and he digs out a phenomenal little through ball through all of them.
This would be such a big result, this, you know.
Just a bit, mate.
Like, honestly.
See, games would be easier if you don't concede, because then it's like you got to concede.
So yeah, there, I thought like...
I thought he was burying that.
I did, honestly. And to be honest with you, he should have hit the
It's not the
target.
best shot, really, is it? Because he did
No,
have
because
space.
he's on his left foot as well.
Go on.
Oh, fuck off.
It's just behind him.
We're on it now.
So we've
Come
got-
on,
we've
the
got-
next goal needs to be ours,
We
man.
got him a little bit flat-footed. I feel
Well,
like
I'd take his cap off now,
we
innit?
need to score again in the next
Hey.
like 5 or so.
Yeah.
Before we
Glasner don't
spark
even know which
again.
way the pitch is now. Glasner's Glasner's facing his own bench. Glasner's giving tactics to his own bench.
He's telling him to move. Why are you all sat down?
Yeah. No wonder you conceded. You sat down and you're 58. I'm the coach.
Oliver, you're facing the wrong way.
You're facing the wrong way. Your eyes are in the back of your head. This is good though. Back to this float ball wank shaft.
Yeah.
Come on. Let's not do this. We've got a chance here.
Mate.
Prove the doubters
This
wrong.
is it, man.
Are we just going to sit in, though? I don't think we're good at that.
No.
This is why we need to get at him. They look all over
How
the gap.
can you be sat in
All over
and
the
someone
gap.
has that much space there? That's diabolical, that.
Look how easy that was, though. I don't think we
How
are.
much space did he
I
have
don't think
there,
we are the
Ronnie?
type of team that can just, like, sit back in a 5 and, like...
Look how much space he's got here, look. All the time in the world, mate. All the time in the world. Good line, though, from United, to be fair. But fucking hell. Xerxes is not being coached. Not once has he been far post on crosses. See, the problem is I'm now reading comments that came in when we were losing. Always at the near post and no chance. That was, again, no offence. It's not your fault. He just scored a world-class goal from the
You
near
stitched
post.
him up there.
I've stitched you up
You
there.
fucking proper stitched
Quality
him
of
right
some of
up.
our players is shocking. Getting tired of Casandalo.
Go on, Brian.
Each pass.
Oh,
the floor of the
off.
team is just
Don't
too low.
foul him. Don't foul him.
Well done, Lukey. Get there.
Every time there's been, like, a loose kind of thing like that.
Yeah.
It feels like...
Well done, Mason. Can anyone tell me how we've turned Euro mediocre? Can't retake a foul
Right,
throw, but
we're
allowed
not
to
turning
retake a
mediocre,
penalty.
by the
That's a
way.
good point. Penalty taker has the upper hand. If you can't take it in one go, you shouldn't be rewarded with a second try. The rule makes no sense. I completely agree with that. You've got a penalty. All you have to do is not fuck it up. I completely agree. If you double tap it, that you shouldn't get it. It shouldn't be retaken.
I completely agree with that until it works in United's favour.
Yes, exactly.
Then I'll change my
Karthik says
opinion.
6 defenders, 2 defensive mids, and a goalkeeper on the bench, by the way. May as well not play Bruno. He's not particularly good in that role either. Who would you have on the bench, mate? Come on. I get there's a lot of things to criticise, but we're literally down to, like, Malacia is on the bench. I don't know. There's no one else to put on the bench, is there? Other, you can put
If you want to
JJ
dip in-
Gabriel
yeah,
on, but
no, you can't. He's not old enough.
that's true. You know what I mean, though? You can put a kid on. But I think the idea of who's on the bench being questioned is a bit harsh when we've got the injuries up front. Xerxes is the worst player Ineos have signed. Sorry, again, Taylor here.
He doesn't read the chat and he's waiting to, like...
I'm trying to do,
He's reading the age poorly.
gotchas on everyone that was writing negative
Reading the
super chats.
age poorly.
Go on, Mazraoui. No. Come on, man.
Well done, Cass.
We can't just continue hanging on for this with his 1 goal lead.
I don't think we can do the whole sit-in and...
We need to get another goal.
Ten Hag had 6 fit players, finished 8th and won the FA Cup. Guts Doyle is just throwing everything they can now, isn't he? He had 6
He's
fit
like
players.
a villain now, isn't he?
Yeah. Look at who United beat and drew in that 5-game run. Thing is, we aren't even starting that. We beat Chelsea, Sunderland, Liverpool. Like Brighton. Sorry, Chelsea went in part of that run, were they?
Oh, yeah.
Sunderland, Liverpool, Brighton, and drew with Forest and Tottenham. That isn't bad.
Oh.
I get since then it's not been good, whatever. But that you can't say that that's terrible.
No, you got manager in a month. You got to give credit there.
Yeah.
There's a reason behind it. Like, I know they weren't all perfect performances, whatever, but I'm never ever going to moan about a win at Anfield. That's
You can't just downplay every good thing. That's
I
ever
don't really
happened.
want to. I didn't really talk about performance against Liverpool.
No.
I think that's one of them fucking winning at Anfield. You just take
fucking,
the
yeah, of course,
result,
bro. I don't
kind
give
of
a
front
shit.
door.
Yeah. Living in the States, my dad and I don't really have anyone to share the burden of supporting United with. You guys do more than you know. God bless, says Jake Bennett. Thank you very much, Jake.
Thank you, bro.
Member for 33 months as well. Puppet
Thanks for
Master.
supporting the channel.
We've got so many super chats. Sorry, it's been hard to get through all of them all the time. Puppet Master UK, who's been a member for 58 months, says Luke Shaw. It's Wayne Davis. Hello, Wayne. Luke Shaw flying into tackles and winning them has been a highlight for me. Massive improvement on his last performance. So much of
Yeah,
that.
I do believe that Luke Shaw's been good defensively, innit, today. A lot of last-minute blocks and tackles.
Dan Plays Guitar says, when did we turn into Arsenal fans? Setbacks are just that. Temporary progress is not simply linear. Guts Doyle again. Ole and Eric I backed. I saw something. Ruben Amorim, nothing. Well, it keeps. I thought he wasn't coming out there. Lads, even if we get the best manager in the world, the best starting 11 in the world, nothing will change if the Glazers are here.
Listen, we all hate the Glazers, right? and they're a fucking cancer on our club, and we all protested against them. I protested against them before they arrived, and I get that. We want them gone.
Yeah.
But I definitely think even with those parasites involved in the club, you can still have success on the pitch. We had it under Fergie.
Yeah.
Like,
We got the
it's
best
still-
manager and the best players in the world.
Yeah,
we'd be
it's
all
still
right.
possible. Not saying we don't want them gone, we do. But I would never buy into the idea that we can't have any success as long as you can have success if you get, the right players in and a manager who can get the best out of him. Hopefully that'll happen under Amram and what we're seeing now, but we seem a long way off.
Ross Murphy says, can we all agree it's been a shit year? Yes.
The stuffing's been knocked out of Palace though, since that goal.
Especially after Thanksgiving as well. We're full of stuffing.
You are.
And now it's been knocked up right out of them. Dean Hall just woke up from a honking night shift. Seems like I timed that well. Get in. We've now got to the Super Chats where we'd scored the equaliser.
Well done.
Doc Rock chirping up now. We've got now Joshua Xerxes scored. He's Xerxes'
boy,
fan,
yeah.
isn't he? Yeah, 100%. Put some respect on his name, Jay-Z for president. Ahmad Enthusiast says first goal versus Palace in 2 years. As you so succinctly put it with that stat earlier, Jay. We already knew that, didn't we?
You little piss taker.
Oh! Get it off!
Here we go.
Did he dive?
No.
He looks like he dived.
Yeah, his reaction said, I dived.
As a Delos stand, I'm going to say it was a foul.
Let's have a look here now.
Blatant foul.
Could have killed him.
I actually think that is a foul. That is a foul, isn't it?
I'd say so.
He's took his leg across him.
It's impeding him, innit?
That is a foul. That is a foul.
Who's
Seska,
put
watch out.
there? Luke Shaw, what's that for?
Don't know. Seska, watch out. ZZ is here, says Kai. Guts Doyle, glad we scored. But that was a 0.01 XG chance. Honestly, come on. Try and enjoy life. That Xerxes goal cured my hangover. Okay, now don't repeat Spurs and Forest win, says Guts Doyle. Doc
we've had
Rock
a
says,
couple of these,
who knew
innit?
Jay-Z and Eminem to run this stage? 1-2 United. I like that. Mason Mount, Eminem.
Very good.
It is good, that from Doc Rock.
That's good.
Go on, get there. Well, that's all right. Red Baron, I did say we always get turnover against teams we're supposed to destroy. It's annoying because those easier games would immediately transform us.
I said this. I said it before the Palace game. It does feel very like it would feel this very United like to kind of get a result and beat Palace somehow when everyone thinks we're going to lose,
Yeah.
and then turn up against West Ham where everyone thinks we're going to win and then drop points.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's like you never know really what you're going to get.
Guts Doyle says we're all happy if we win, but you can't ignore the first half. No, no one's going to ignore it. I'm enjoying being 2-1 up.
Because the second half has been better, but it's not like there's been.
that.
I don't think there's actually been that much football played from both teams in the second half.
I think the whole game's been a bit like that.
Yeah,
Scrappy, shitty game,
yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
And
very scrappy.
a startling moment of quality from Joshua Xerxes has been the best thing anyone has done on the pitch all day. That finish. Look at that.
Can we have a close-up of Dean Henderson's cap, please?
And he's absolutely torn to shreds here.
Yeah.
And in the Bundesliga or whatever, that would be a foul.
Yeah.
And in the Premier League, you've just got to go so hard on players.
Yeah,
haven't you?
yeah.
You've got to just smash into them over and over again. Otherwise, you're just not getting there. It's been a roast fest today, according to Jeremy Fox.
A roast fest.
A roast fest. What flavour's your little sweetie there, Jay?
It's a Halls.
Do they do out them? I'm never sure.
I don't
when
know.
I've
It's
got
a cherry
cold.
flavour Halls.
Whenever I have those sorts of sweets, I never know if it's fixing or doing anything. They are tasty though. Free kick tonight. Come on.
Henderson looks.
That's a crap free kick, that.
I want my Henderson mistakes though.
Fuck you now. I mean, okay.
I'm petty like that.
What's that?
Like just wanting a Henderson error for 3-1. You got to chat up, but scroll all the way down.
No, I haven't.
Oh,
I'm sorry. That's it's too far ahead. With the chat sometimes will give you the goals or whatever before they
yeah,
happen,
that's
so
why. Like if you got the
No,
chat,
no,
you
I
got to
never do
like
that.
fuck it.
Minimum
They're like
Put it
way
back.
ahead usually.
Red Baron says 4 minutes extra time versus Everton,
Is
so
it
naturally
when-
it'll be 20 minutes
not
today against
streaming,
Palace.
is it?
You what? Sorry.
Yeah, it's legal.
It is
But it's
that,
still
but I
behind
mean,
if you ain't got like
how
satellite dish or
much
whatever. Minute and a half?
nah, less than that.
Is it?
I think it's
A minute?
a bit 30 seconds at most.
Nice, good defending. Inside. Oh, a bit lucky. Go on then, Brian. Go on then.
Go on.
Right, between
Oh
you
my god.
and Burmo.
Oh, could have delayed that.
There's almost too many of them on it there, weren't there? Xerxes
almost
and
too
Burmo
good.
kind of. He does really well here. That little. What is the defender doing there? Who is that? Is that Gay? No, it's not. Who is it? It might be. He just sort of fell over, didn't he, trying to block everything? United, for the first time in the game, sort of look like we're the ones that's half a step quicker than them.
Yeah, half
at
a
the
step
minute.
quicker to the ball. And that.
Shit, though, innit? You can overcome any of that by just
Good
being
defending.
crap. Well done, Mazraoui. Yeah, let's get another goal. Got the colour of that grass there.
Just feels like you got about 20 minutes left at most, and you just like you don't. You still believe Palace will get one chance, and that's
Yeah,
why
at
you just
least.
kind of.
Who's this coming on? Couple. Will Hughes behind, is it? Not sure that is number 12.
Who is it behind?
Is it Will Hughes?
Yeah, Will Hughes.
Uche?
Don't know who that is.
No, I'm not sure. Wharton
Wharton
coming off
coming
for Will Hughes. Willip Hughes.
Adam Wharton's audition. Discuss.
He's decent.
It's alright.
All right.
I think he was fine. The thing is, in a game like this, he didn't show the quality that United, like the type of performance that United are missing.
Yeah.
But I don't know if anyone could in this type of game.
Mm-hmm.
Like we want someone who can keep the ball, control and dictate play. He didn't do any of that, but that wasn't the game in front of him. So yeah, I won't blame him. I think he was all right. What do you think?
I thought he was alright. I don't
Yeah.
think he was particularly good or shit. It was just okay.
Yeah, completely agree.
Pass behind.
Yeah. Hold on. Oh then.
That's not high foot.
No, he never really went for it, did he? Hold on, this is more like it.
We always felt like it was.
Fewest goals from subs this season. United and Everton.
I'm not surprised about the United one.
0 goals from subs.
Amarim's just like, I'm not making subs today because it's gone wrong every time.
Because what's the point?
Yeah.
Literally, my subs have scored 0 goals.
Come on,
to
lads,
be fair,
get
he
a
has put
fucking third.
Mazraoui on in it.
Yeah.
And subs can be effective and help you win games without scoring goals. That's the other thing. But it would be nice if they did score occasionally. Foul him, foul him, foul him. Well done. Well done,
I was concerned
Bruno.
about that.
Well done, Bruno. He's hurt there, Bruno.
Go on.
Yeah, we've got the advantage here. Palace look leggy now.
Yeah. Is he back up, Bruno? Is he
That
still
Thursday
down?
night
Yeah,
catching up with him.
Thursday night's catching up with Palace.
He needs a minute here.
What happened to Bruno? Bruno's like impenetrable, so anytime he goes down, I'm not
I
concerned.
know. What? I think it was
shit, that's
what's
not
he
very
called?
Fucking hell.
What was it?
Will Hughes just caught him, I think, when he went in for that tackle, but
Okay.
nothing severe. Yeah, it's going to be at least 6-7 minutes stoppage time, isn't there?
They just always do it, especially for the home team that need a goal.
Yeah. Out of the 3 midfield targets against us, Anderson looked the best according to Brandon Schofield. I completely agree. He's often the most visible as well, isn't he, because of his play style. He's on the ball all the time. He's a nice one to watch because you get to see a lot of him.
Yeah.
But I do think he was the best, yeah. I agree with that. What phones do you guys have, and are you on fantasy football?
What phones do we have?
Yeah, that's from Monmouthshire.
An iPhone.
Which one?
I don't know. Hold on.
I've got iPhone 15 Pro.
So, where do you
Yeah.
find out? Oh yeah, about
Sue me. 2 years out of date now.
16 Pro Max.
You got the big one though, ain't you? Because you've got
Go on.
just bad eyesight and that. Probably. Is that right?
It's
United
the same.
to-
Like the text and everything is the same size as a smaller one. Like,
Yeah, no, but when you're watching YouTube
All right, okay.
or when you're listening to podcasts, you need it to sound bigger.
Yeah.
What phone you
I
got,
like
Ronnie?
bigger phones, mate.
Yeah. They remind you of the mid-90s when you got your first one.
No, it was late 90s actually when I got my first one. Get your facts straight.
Sorry. You liked having the receiver and the mouthpiece.
Go on.
Oh! Go on.
Go on.
Mount!
Touch.
It's not bad,
fuck
that, you know,
off.
from Mount.
The low injured.
No. I'm going to say he's not. No, nice touch there from Mount. Because that's one of those ones that we've had so many today. If he takes a bad touch, he's got nothing to do with that second one. But instead, it's a perfect
Good
touch, and he can actually deliver a ball in. Just quality matters, doesn't it? Here he is,
Martinez.
look. Lissandro
Fucking great.
coming on.
Martinez is back.
Luke Shaw coming off for Lissandro Martinez.
This is probably why Luke Shaw's had a good game today.
I hope he don't fucking make a
Because he
mistake.
fucking knows Martinez is breathing down his neck.
I hope he don't make a mistake.
Well, Martinez,
Yeah.
he's going to get a goal.
Golden boot.
He's been good.
Good
Luke
to see
Shaw.
him back though,
Good to see
innit?
him back.
Yeah, man. 100%.
Shaw's been good.
Yeah, he's played well today. Lucas. Short.
You can imagine the confidence he's fit enough. All right.
Yeah. Well, he's been back training with the first team for I think over a month.
Good.
So yeah, you'd hope he's ready to go, ready and raring. Corner to United, come on, let's put him away. It's decent as well. That you just fucking gave that because he went down and screamed. What have you even given there?
He did look like a foul.
Well, it's not. It's not a foul. Dallo stands still.
He's bought
Henderson
that,
runs into him and falls over.
Yeah, that wasn't anything.
Yeah,
there.
Just bollocks. Absolute bollocks. You
They
don't
do
have
that
to-
all
you
the
don't have to
time.
move-
They
They're not
do it
police
all
cars
the
on the
fucking
fucking
time.
on the road. You don't have to pull over because there's a goalkeeper trying to get past you. You have to get past the person that's there, like everyone
That bit of
else.
hold up play by
Brilliant
Zirkzee.
from
I know.
Xerxes. It's been so sort of Jekyll and Hyde today, hasn't it,
Yeah.
Xerxes? Luckily, the Jekyll stuff was good enough to get a goal.
Yeah.
Dr. Jekyll.
Mr. Hyde.
Never heard of him. Keep the ball. Hold on.
I think we've looked comfortable since the goal.
I was just going to say, I'm a little bit surprised at Palace's lack of,
They don't
Big
like
push.
they don't have any steam left.
yeah, which is good. United to see United sort of outlasting a team. That's woeful though. To see United outlasting a team.
That
is
played on.
rare.
Thought it might be the case. Played on Thursday.
Is that Lerma? That's a bad ball.
There
Come
we
on,
go.
then, come on,
Go
come on,
on.
then, come on, then, come on. Then. I was thinking it's slow.
Go on,
Man on.
Brian.
Hold on, who's done well then?
Go on.
Ooh, stayed lower than I thought that, but just wide. Where is Adam?
Yeah, he's telling him that.
Says Monmouthshire. Don't know.
Adam probably about Xerxes, innit?
Who's they got coming on here? It is Lerma, I think, innit? And then I don't know who the
Right.
guy was.
United needs to win this, man. Come on. Sick of it being like later in the game and you think, oh, can we hold on? We don't.
Yeah.
Palace, like you said, Ronnie, they look leggy. They look like they're almost running out of ideas. United have had some chances since we went 2-1 up.
Yeah.
Get that further and it's done. Come on.
Be gutting not to win this now.
We would.
Thing is, the second half has been much better than the first half.
Yeah.
And
I think we just. I know it's going to sound basic, but it's just like stuff where I feel like we just started getting first to more things.
yeah. And probably, like I said, probably part of that is because Palace have tired a little bit, but that's not our problem. United need to. That's shite. United need to capitalise on that. It's a brilliant finish from Xerxes. And as we always say, goals change everything.
Yeah.
That goal from Xerxes completely changed the game. And United have pushed on from there and Palace haven't. I feel like they've not been able to. Steve Parish there.
Yeah. He loves
Parish
a
shoot
media appearance, doesn't
he? Yeah.
he? He's not shy.
Red Baron says, my fan fiction is Henderson's Vaseline on Jay's head.
Love that. Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that. God, no. I can say right now, there's a lot right with it. The way I see things is a hell of a lot right with it.
Is it?
Send me a copy of that actually.
Is it for you?
PDF.
Is it for,
Laminated.
I'd say it's for your gloves. The Vaseline. Oh, for your mouth.
Little
All
lippies
right.
and that. I don't know what it would be because Vaseline is a strange concoction, isn't it? Where it can be sticky and slippery all at once.
Right. Okay.
Like water. You know? Water's slippy, but it's also sticky.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it is.
Got the ball there, no?
Yeah, it's not foul.
Mine is his back in it.
Although they've got a free
That's
kick.
why he has to activate himself, getting a little
Have a little bit of that.
He's like snapping
Dickhead.
a glow stick in Martinez.
Yeah.
He needs a little crunch just to
he
get
does,
going.
doesn't
Come on. This would be the danger, isn't
Line's gone a bit deep there.
it? I know. Why are we back to the penalty spot?
It's not just about like heading it out. It's more like you've got further to head the ball away. Then
Yeah.
then it like scoops onto the edge.
Not very good.
Like this, and it's like
Push out now. Force him into a good cross. Well done. Has Casemiro stayed on the whole game? He has, hasn't he? Win that.
offside. No.
Well done.
Yeah, well
Yeah,
done, Ronnie.
he looked
Did it?
well
I missed
offside.
that. I was too busy being scared.
Yeah.
What we got? 8-9 minutes probably. Yeah, he's well off.
Yeah.
Dello calling it. Furious there, Glasner, at his players for being offside. Look at the colour of the telly that we're seeing here. The colour of the cameras is just wild,
It's
isn't it?
mental, isn't it?
Yeah.
How many shades you see?
It's amazing how good the human eye is, because I've never seen Earth look like that through my eyes. Camera's just still catching up.
Eyes have just changed.
Eyes are wicked.
What are we on here? 87.
Yeah. That's a bad pass.
This is not really where Palace thrive though.
Yeah.
Where like they've got the ball and they have to like kind of open you up.
Yeah. Go on, push him, Xerxes. Push him. Yeah. What? Go man for man. Stay on people. Don't let them get any easy passes up the pitch. Force them into stuff like that. That's
Yeah.
perfect. That's perfect from United. That. Shame we couldn't win the ball there. But just don't give them anything easy to do. Force them to do difficult things. Just get close to him. Yeah, watch him in the middle there.
Keep him in front.
Yep. Oh, that's a bit better. Palace just passing it around United, trying to find a little bit of penetration. Oh, you fucking idiot
What
there.
that foul like is.
It's played play on, which I'm more than happy with.
Just a weird. It's like a weird angle to have a free kick though. They probably don't even want it.
Yeah. It's too central to get any good kind of angle on it.
Cross it and it's a bit too far out.
Fucking hell.
It's good shape to be fair defensively, and it just.
Watch him in the middle. Yeah, still just passing it around Palace. At some point they're going to have to try and get it in the box, aren't they? He was trying there. Good block by Casemiro. Cleared away.
He's shanked.
Well, say cleared away. Straight up in the air from...
And then Bruno
fucking hell.
swung and missed at it.
Well done, Dallo.
Well done, Dallo there. Big block.
Hang on. Foul ref. Foul ref.
Foul?
No.
No. How much time do you reckon added?
5 minutes.
Five.
I
I
reckon.
don't think there's been that much
Five
time
should be
wasted.
fair.
It should be 5.
Yeah,
There's
4
not
or
been that
5
many
is fair.
subs.
Yeah, there's not been that many subs. There's not been that many goals. Don't know what happened there. Good block there from Dallo. What are we saying? Mainu and Dorgu coming on here.
4 minutes.
4 minutes, yeah.
Right. Come on, boys.
Yeah,
Don't
it
fuck-
felt like there's been no stoppages the whole second half. I was
Yeah.
thinking
And we've not really done any time
Yeah.
wasting either,
No.
have we? In all fact, we probably should have done a bit more, but we've not. So 4 minutes. We've got Ahmad coming off for Dorgu, Mainu coming on for what we're going to guess, Bruno, Casemiro,
And Bumo.
and Boomer. Yeah, fair enough. Bit more defensive solidity. Look at Boomer, they're just trotting off. Oh, Cobby. Keep it tight.
It's a clever time to have a sub. Do you reckon he'll end up blowing it? Is it 95 now we're going to play
Probably,
to?
yeah. Probably put an extra minute on Mooney. Let's assume that.
I think it was a clever time to. I don't think he ever put on like a full.
No.
It was like 94, 30 seconds.
I think the 88th minute's the best time. Because they never put the minute on you've just used. So you probably still get what it would have been. But you won't play any extra.
Yeah.
Good block. Right, we're a bit close here.
Yeah.
That's out. That is.
Let that go. That's fucking
Just walk.
shite.
Slow down.
Slow down.
If we take this throw in before the 93rd minute, I'm going to be gutted. Everyone just walk
Has he
away.
done his army?
Bruno holding his hamstring.
I'm just going to say it's cramp.
Then swing for the ball, didn't he?
Oh, shit. That
His
implies-
muscles are made of granite. He's
yeah,
fine.
I don't know.
He'll do that and he'll be fucking sprinting for 90 minutes against West Ham.
I hope so. See, the
Fucking
problem with this
hell,
is we are just... it's not a problem in it, but you have to accept that we're just going to be taking them holding the ball for the next 2 minutes.
Yeah.
So what can we do to keep it out of our box?
Is it 3 minutes?
Or whatever it is, yeah. Come on, Dorgu. Well
The
done.
foul!
Great touch, great touch. Drew the foul well there, Dorgu. Well done.
That's all we needed.
Come on.
Yeah,
Book
you
in
can have
there
a
for
fucking
Lerma.
booking for that, you dirty bastard.
Yeah, it is as
Look at
well.
that. Bang out.
He does well there, Dorgu. Just sort of slows down his touch to the point where the connection's going to happen. Contact. Come on, lads. Just boot it into the corner. There you go.
We managed the game really well since the second goal.
Yeah. Go on, Bruno sprinting with no hamstrings.
Hopefully he's not actually hurt though.
Yeah.
You know, all jokes aside, he looks like he is struggling a bit.
Yeah, he is.
Fucking hell. That's the last thing we need.
Right. Win that. Well done. Who's that? Dallo, well done.
Hello.
Don't foul him. Push up, push up. Yep. Win that. Well done. Little flicky.
Oh, it's just,
He's a bit hurt though.
Yeah, he is. He's not right, Bruno.
I think he's upset
Shit.
as hell.
fucking hell.
Why are we letting him get...
I think
outside
Bruno's
there?
injured, you know.
Yeah, I
Like,
think he's
actually
injured. I think he is. I think he's done his hamstring.
You know what's mad? It's like he's trying to battle it, but it might be
Yeah.
making it worse.
I know. It might
Probably
go
not-
from being 2
probably
weeks
don't know
to
what it
6
is.
weeks.
Thinking, what's this feeling in my leg?
Yeah, I've never felt this
Yeah.
before. Just don't concede a last minute free kick, please.
Right, come on, Le Mans.
Oh, it's in a annoying place. That isn't where the foul happened either, you know. That's where he landed after he'd fell over and slipped forward. That foul was 6 feet further back than that. Bruno's going to get a ball straight in his hamstring. Oh, it's Mount. That's in a really good area for a left footer, that, you know.
I know.
Oh, it's a horrible area, that. Well done.
Yeah.
Good block.
Good block.
Blow
That's
ref,
it
blow
now.
ref, blow
That's
ref.
it. That's it. That's
Come
it.
on!
That's it. Yes.
Yes! Come on! Come on!
Hey, that's the first time they've lost in 12 Premier League games. I can't, but
Palace.
that's the first time they've lost in 12 Premier League matches.
Because we're
Oh.
fucking very good. That's why they've lost, because they're shit and we're ace. Unbelievable. No wonder they lost. We're class.
Oh.
Night
Yeah.
6 up to the European places. Look at that, Chase.
Let me see that.
Dare to
Let me see
dream.
That.
Dare to dream, my boys.
Leapfrogged them in the table.
Leapfrog. Get
Hey.
frog, bitch.
Let me see.
Stay at this. We'll talk about it in the review, Ronnie. What a turnaround, Jay. From how you felt at the end of the first half to how you feel at the end of the second half. Tell me about it.
Yeah, I was worried, I ain't going to lie to you. Our time was like, look, if this carries on, there's going to be, an inquest going on and we're going to have to start looking at other options. But that second half was much, much better. And Amrin needed this as well, right? Because one of the criticisms against him, valid criticisms, is we come out in the second half with too many games looking worse than the first half.
100%.
And you want your manager to make changes or to motivate players so they come out better, not worse. And he hasn't done that enough. Today he did. We came out, we looked up for it. Yes, Palace had a game on Thursday night and you could see them get fatigued, but it's still a very good side that hasn't lost many Premier League games this season. We came out, and Ronnie mentioned it as well. It wasn't even that we got the goals that impressed me because that was, good in itself. We managed the game well.
Yeah.
It was like...
That was the best bit of the game for me.
It didn't feel like backs to the wall, panicking, Le Mans having to make save after save. It was a more, okay, they had a lot of possession, they had a lot of ball, but it didn't feel that desperate. And a lot of the time, we were actually creating chances and counter-attacking as well.
I thought second half was comfortable. I think the Xerxes goal knocked the stuffing out of him, and then the Mount one did, and then since then I think United managed the game really, really well.
Yeah, 100%. Also, if you haven't checked out already, go and check out the merch. Jay's rocking some wicked merch there. We'll get a link put in the chat as well, please. It's in the description though. If you are too early for it to be in the chat, then check out the link in the description, which is always there. Loads of really good stuff in there as well, and we'll get that in the chat, as I said. Yeah, massive win for United. The difference between being 12th today and being 6th, which is twice as good, Jay. That's just, the numbers don't lie. It's twice as good.
Yeah, the irony is, right, if you'd have said before the Everton game, United are going to take 3 points in the next 2 games, you probably thought, oh yeah, that's about...
If you told me at the moment that Idrissa Gana Gueye got sent off, we're getting 3 in the next 2 games.
I'd have gone, right, we'll beat Everton, we'll lose to Palace. You know what I mean? All right, that's not that amazing. But to bounce back, and look, you can argue about this, that and the other, that is a good performance against a good team.
Yeah. Palace
are a good team, and United have got put in a good performance, not just a result, it is a good performance.
Second half in particular.
Second half, yeah. First half was a bit back and forth, second half, a bit scrappy, but, let's be honest, we went in 1-0 down for a reason. But to come out in that second half, perform the way we did, have the things we've spoken about, right? Before the game, we were speaking about energy, about effort, about belief. Those things have been missing far too often this season. They were there in that second half. We were on the front foot, like we thought we could get a goal. I believe we could get a goal. Xerxes, very, very good finish for his goal. And then a well-worked free kick as well. And we were good value for that win. I think on the whole now, you look at it, go, United deserved it. And then we saw the game out as well. And
I think Palace didn't have a shot on target in the second half. That is the difference.
I felt like they did nothing. Yeah. In the second half. Yeah. They do struggle when they've got to kind of open up teams and they're not playing in transition. Felt like we were just a bit faster and first to more things in the second half. A bit sharper.
I'll put that on charge, by the way, lads.
We'll get some of these super chats before we wrap up. Cameron says, woke up late in the US only to see the second half. We've been classed from what I've seen. What's everyone complaining about? Go and watch the first half. There's Samir Varma, United only win when there's nothing on the line. The moment there's a narrative, they'll be top 4 if they win this. They definitely lose. What's up with that? Don't know. Pressure, confidence, fear. 2 pints and a pasty, says Louvre Heist. Hold my beer. Palace robbed. Guts Doyle says, take it, but can't keep starting games like that. We'll be back in a few minutes for the full post-match review, so stay where you are. You'll be automatically taken over to that video, so there's no worries there. Go and put the kettle on, get a cup of tea, and we'll be back in 5 minutes for the full post-match review. Ronnie, as always, absolute pleasure. Jay,
thank you, Ronnie.
It's brilliant when we win.
It is, it's so good when we win, man. It's
fantastic.
Everything's just better when Manchester United win.
100%. So, like I said, stay where you are. We'll be back with the full post-match review. Crystal Palace 1, Manchester United 2, coming from behind to win a game in the Premier League for the first time since February. We'll see you in a bit.